What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to the den. I apologize for the little hiccup there. Welcome to the den, man. I hope you're all having a significant Super Sunday evening. Thank you for coming to the den this evening. If you don't know, the den is the best conversation on the internet. And I thank you. I apologize for last night that we didn't have any live action, but I thank you for allowing me to be your host tonight, each and every night that we do go live. It is always greatly appreciated, your support, your love, and your engagement. Your participation is most of all appreciated. Make sure you follow the Den on all the proper social medias, facebook.com/DenShowLive, Twitter and Instagram @DenShowLive, different platforms, same name. If you want to follow me on my personal Instagram or Twitter, it's Ed Honcho HTX, EDHONCHO HTX. Yes, I'm a spelling bee champion. Okay, that's a lie. I'm gonna confess I lied. If you ever want to reach the Den, you need to call 833-284-3336 or 833-284 or 833 the number 2 the Den is the easiest way to remember that number, or denshowlive@gmail.com. If you want to call, if you want to send an email, if you got a topic suggestion, you have just some input, your thoughts, you know, whatever want to contact the Den some way, form, or fashion, it's always greatly appreciated. And if you want to tell a friend about the Den, you can tell them to go to thedenshow.com. It'll take them live to, well, not live, it'll take them directly to the YouTube page. And if you go to thedenshow.com/live, it'll bring them directly to the live stream anytime we are live. And even if we're not live, it'll take them to the page for the live stream. Shout out to everybody who's been showing so much love to the Den. If you want to support the Den, you want to donate to the Den, you go to streamlabs.com/thedenshow to donate. We have the super chats cut off, and for a reason, like I say, we're on a mission to get a goal. You know, YouTube likes to take their chunk, and I don't mind, you know, because this is a platform and they allow, you know, me to use this. But right now, in pursuit of that goal, look, we're trying to put everything in the pot. Goddamn. And if you want to be a monthly pledge to the Patreon, shout out to Steve Nastaria, and I appreciate your love and support. Go to patreon.com/The Den Show, and what that'll give you, depending on what tier you pick, I'm going to really start dropping starting tomorrow morning. And I know I've been saying it, but I've just had to take some time to map everything out, really understand how I'm going to do it. Starting tomorrow morning, I'm going to be dropping a lot more content. I mean, y'all probably going to get tired of seeing my motherfucking ass all day long. But if you want to be a producer, assistant producer, some kind of title like that, there's different tiers that you can pledge on Patreon, and you can get your name in the credits or various things that are available on that if you so choose. Now tonight is Sunday Night Confessions, the most interesting night of the week, if you ask me, my personal opinion. But hey, you know, some people may like other things. Some people be acting like they shy, they're afraid, they like to shy away when it comes to confession time. And let me see what we got going on here. I'm gonna make sure this is probably connects. It's saying it's not, but we live. And let's see who's joining us this evening. Who do we have in the Den? Which friends in the Den are? I had to switch something. It was like a second or two late because I was trying something different and it was tripping. So let's see. Simply Deep, what's the motherfucking deal? Man K Sports TV, what's the motherfucking deal? V Darko, Dr. Rabbit, Cool Amber, Edwin Baptiste, Travis DiMaggio, what's the motherfucking deal? Miss Thang, what's the motherfucking deal? I'm glad y'all could all join this evening. So like I say, we got Sunday Night Confessions. And there's some things I want to confess, and there's probably some things we're going to get into, some conversation we're going to get into tonight about some of the shenanigans that have been going on and some of the things that we talk about in here that I've told you about a particular kind of person in society that exists, and we just have to you really got to pick and choose, you know, who and what you support and why. And I think there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be changing in America very soon. And I don't know how many of y'all are familiar with Ray Dalio, but he's a hedge fund manager, and I forgot the name of it. I got his book, Principles. And he said some things, interesting things that came out today, but it's some stuff that I believe and I agree with. It's a whole lot of stuff that is happening in the world, and I'm not saying necessarily there's going to be a change for the better, but you have to be adaptable. But we'll talk about that a little bit later on in the conversation. So let me get this out the way before everybody get here. You know, motherfuckers used to me being late, so let me go ahead and get my confession out the way. So if they want to catch it, they got to come back and watch it. So Sunday Night Confession. Man, yeah, I was saying, I thought it was because I seen the logo, but I had to, double check, be for sure. So again, my confession tonight. Let me think of something. Okay, I got one. McVice, what's the motherfucking deal? My confession tonight. I remember being in, I say I was in college around this time. Or it might have been the first time I left before I came back. And the particular chick I was dating at that time, it was I wouldn't say it was a good relationship. Wouldn't say it was bad. We still cool. It was probably toxic for both of us. That's the term nowadays. But wise, what's the motherfucking deal? There was a lot of unfaithfulness, a lot of shenanigans going on, mostly on my part, but, hey, there's a lot of things happening. You're young, you're dumb, you just, hey, look, I love hoes. I don't love hoes, I like hoes. I used to really like hoes, but it just is what it is. But, so, anyway, I was out violating one evening, and I had met this chick from some shit. I don't even know how I came across. I think it was on some Black Planet shit, honestly. And I met this chick, and low key, so I go out, creeping. Now, keep in mind, she was like 18. I think I was probably 19 at the time. And I usually don't like going younger. So I met this chick, and I was like, I'm gonna go see what she's talking about. She ain't too far around the way. I was in a tray. And yeah, actually, this is right before I left college, because then I'm moving to my apartment shit. Anyway, another conversation. So anyway, I go meet this chick, and we just chop it up, yada, yada, yada. Now, meanwhile, my phone is blowing up now, like blowing up. Then, I'm hitting the ignore. I don't think it was a flip. I can't remember what phone I had at this time. I don't think I had the Nextel yet. It might have been one of them old hoe-ass Nokias. I can't remember. Yeah, this was after a while. So it might have been a Nokia, because I think I had two phones at one time. But anyway, so, it's blowing up, whatever. I'm ignoring, not answering, yada, yada, yada. I got some kind of alibi. I got some kind of lie I'm sure I'm making up. So I'm just chopping up with this bitch, trying to see what she about, woo-woo. And, some shit happened. So I'm like, man, fuck it. I think I ended up answering the phone. And it was the chick that I was talking to at the time. And I'm like, yeah, such and such, yeah, I'm going to do something, such and such, whatever. And I guess I hung it up or whatnot. You get the phone to stop ringing because you're fucking up my first time introduction. So I guess little did I know the phone must have did what it did in my pocket while I'm at this chick crib, chopping it up, trying to lace her up, trying to see what she's talking about. And so I ended up taking her to the park, somewhere around the way. Anyway, because at first she was like, sounding like she was on some square shit. And I was about to bounce. I was like, man, this was like a bullshit ass trip. And then, you like wasted time. And then, you ever had them hoes like flip the script and they play one way? And then you're like, man, all right, fuck the bullshit the game. Then they flip that switch. Whatever she pulled. She pulled one of them moves, right? And I was like, man, this broad ain't about shit and wasting my time. And as I'm about to get ready, so what you trying to do? I'm like, what? Wait, hold on. Okay. So like I said, we dip around the park. So we go to the park. I end up getting sucked up at the park, whatever. I'm like, cool. It was a good little deal. It's not good because, I was a cheater. I admit that. I was a bad person. I wasn't the best, most loyal boyfriend back then. But little do I know that the events of the evening end up getting parlayed to someone's voicemail. And that someone was probably the last someone who needed to hear that shit. And so, yeah, that turned out into a whole ordeal. Now, I can't remember exactly how I finessed my way out of that one. And then, she should have been smart. Probably should have been stopped fucking with me then. I probably should have stopped my shenanigans. But, yeah, I ended up getting caught up. What do they say? Fucking over the for show pussy. Trying to get some more pussy. But in the end, it all worked out well for me. So anyway, you thought I would have learned my lesson, and I did not. And little did I know, I found out eventually, like the second time around, because the chick ended up coming to my apartment, because that's when I stayed down 45 off of Clearwood and Edgebrook. And man, look, I didn't know all this other stuff. She forced me into some sex. I was Me Too'd. Okay, let me explain. Right. So she came through, and I was just like, man, I don't know, you know, I don't know if I'm really just trying to fuck with this chick like that. And then she say some shit like her dad is a cop or some shit like that. I'm like, oh fuck, I done fucked up for real. But anyway, I don't know. I guess she was saving some tricks in the bag or something like that. And this has never happened to me. This really don't have to tie in with the confession. This has never happened to me. Maybe it might have happened twice in my life. I can't even remember when the second time was. It might have been on some fluke shit. Anyway, when I say that this young lady removed my soul from my body orally, I mean, just, I don't know what they say, the Holy Ghost or whatever they be catching. If I ever caught it, it was gone. When I say, like, done, like, there's not too many chicks say they just broke a honcho off like that. She definitely got a golden star badge for that shit. Now, I was like, oh, I'm cool, I'm tapped out, I'm good. Like, I don't want to move, I don't want no nothing, I'm Gucci. Oh, but she was not done. She wanted some dick. When I say this broad went back to work and got that thing dick back hard like Rottweiler. What I'm talking about, in a matter of, I don't even think it was a minute or two later. It was like, usually, you know, I need a little breather. Give me a little breather. You know, let me take a break. You know, hold on. Give me a halftime break, something like that. When I say, like, she refurbished the dick. She brought that bitch back brand new. Like, man, look. It was an incredible feeling. That's all I'm gonna say. Top 5 dead or alive. Top 3 if you're asking me. But anyway, that's my share for this evening. And that's about that's about all I'm gonna share for this one. Cause I got some other stories. I just gotta be real cautious of whether or not I'm gonna share those on YouTube. Some of these I gotta be real cautious about. So I'll share the more acceptable ones. So let me see. Baker Man, what's the motherfucking deal? Let me see. Culture, what's the motherfucking deal? Marie Lovely, what's the motherfucking deal? I'm saying, yeah, right. What you talking about? Yeah, right. Yeah, Marie Lovely, she's like, what have I stepped into? Yeah, it's Sunday Night Confessions. It's a different night. It's a different night of the evening. Broderick, what's the motherfucking deal? I have no idea. I don't even know. Ali, what's the motherfucking deal? I wouldn't, you know. Tyrese said you got to watch out for the Scorpios. And the thing is, now, here's the deal, though. When you got options, you have the right to reject some pussy. It's like, you're just like, Because sometimes you can see the problems before they start, you know, and then you know, if I lay it down on this broad, it's going to be issues. It's going to be a motherfucking me problem. It's going to be a difficult thing to get rid of in the long run. Bryson, what's the motherfucking deal, Mr. Vincent? So, all pussy ain't good pussy. Just like they say, all money ain't good money. If you play dominoes, you know how that goes. Sometimes you just got to be careful, you know. And sometimes you got to be choosy. Sometimes it's okay to say no. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Sometimes it's some issues that you have to deal with, you know. And sometimes you just be like, no, this ain't the move to make. And I'll be honest, like, I really was not trying to smash that broad. I really wasn't. But the head was so miraculous. Like, I had to. I was put in a position to where I had no excuse. She got it back rocked up. I had no excuse. I couldn't avoid the situation. Like, what could I do? I was like, damn, I couldn't be like, oh man, she got that motherfucker back rocked up. I was just like, wow. I guess I got to smash this broad now. I don't have no fucking choice. But I don't know how we end up. I don't know how that. But that's the last time I ever fucked with it. I don't know how that situation ended. I don't remember what happened. It's been a long time. But I don't forget that head. That was one of the great ones. So here's the deal. Okay, and I got in on time today. We started at a relatively appropriate time this evening. You know, I'm definitely working on that between here and those of you who watch soft sports. Like I said, it's time to step it up a notch. And I'm not gonna lie, man. There's been a lot of things, you know, ever since this whole situation. And I've been looking at the Nipsey situation. I've been looking at myself, and I've been looking at, you know, my effort, my level, my production, my goals. And I always say I got notebooks full of shit I do. I got notebooks full of notes that I take from watching the streams. I got notebooks full of ideas and things that I want to do. But I'm always saying, oh, you know, if I got to get bigger, I got to get more growth, I got to do this, I got to do that. Fuck all that. Head of the class, as far as I know. She graduated from Honcho College. But it's time to start doing some things. And I'm finna start, you know, releasing the Kraken. And so, like I said, I'm going to start going much harder. I'm going to start doing a lot more den-wise. I'm going to start doing a lot more content on both platforms. So, y'all just stay tuned. I know I've been saying I've just been overthinking some things, and that time for that is over with. It's time to bring the heat. Like I said, I have goals and things that I want to accomplish, and the only way to get there is to make a shake and to show that I am committed to the action. But let's get this shit started, okay? Let's get the conversation going. I guess we will open up the line. I guess that would be the proper thing. First, let me look. I don't stream for a day, and it seems like I done forgot how to do all the fucking... I done forgot the whole procedures, the proceedings, how everything's supposed to shake. But let's get this line open up. Let's get the shit proper. And we're gonna have a 5-minute rule in effect, so you'll have your story together when you call in. And I would definitely love to hear from some of the ladies this evening. You know, ladies always ducking and dodging. I see a couple of y'all in the chat. Shonda, how you doing this evening? 335, what's the motherfucking deal? You know, y'all be ducking and hiding on Confession Sunday. So I'm trying to see what's really good, see what y'all really talking about, or if y'all gonna continue to play scared. Alrighty, what's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling into the den this evening?
What's going on, Hunter? This is your boy Man Up here.
Man Up, what's the motherfucking deal, man? What you want to drop in the den tonight?
Man, I'm gonna get my confession out the way early, just like you, man.
That's the best way to do it.
This is what happened. I'm gonna say kind of quick because my wife upstairs. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna, you know, say this one because I have one kind of similar to yours.
All right.
Well, it was one time too, man. The girl graduated, you know, she was at the head of the class. She graduated from Man Up University. I had got some hair so good, man. I was, you know, sometimes you get some hair so good, man, you start squinting up your toes. I ain't gonna lie, I had broke both of my big toes. I was squinting my toes so good, I'm like, God damn. I was squinting them good, boy. I couldn't walk for like a good 2 months before.
I hope it was worth it.
Man, I ain't gonna go too much more on that because like the Marshall said. So just in case you go back and watch it, let me say that was long time ago when I was like 20 years, long time ago.
Yeah, put the caveats on it. Make sure you got a disclaimers.
Yeah, I gotta say that. And then I got one that's kind of stupid, but, you know, I just thought I'd share it. I admit right off the bat for somebody even say anything. This one is dumb. But I do have a fetish for tennis shoes. I have a gang of tennis shoes in my closet.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it's just a confession I want to give out there. And it's just I have like good pair of like 50 tennis shoes. I don't know why, but anyway.
So what's your favorite kind of tennis shoe?
Man, it got to be between some Nikes and some J's.
Okay.
But mostly Nikes. Mostly Nikes though.
Okay. You have a favorite? What's your favorite Jordan?
It got to be Jordan. It's some old school Jordan called Jordan Team Up. I don't know if you remember them, but those came out. I want to say it was like 98 or 99 or something like that, somewhere around there. But yeah, I still got those, man. Those things, they still clean as hell too.
Okay.
So yeah,
that's
right. My favorite. But yeah, I just had to go get my confession out of the way early too.
Well, that's a big man up, man. You already know I appreciate it, man.
All right, have a good one.
That's the big one. You too, man. Hey, man, look. Hey, Jack. You know, you almost want to know how they find, but hey, I need my feet. You know, I got things to do. I got places to go. You know, I don't want no head so good. Put me in a wheelchair, have me on the floor. I got an army crawl to get to my destination, man. God damn. Whew, but I know the feeling. You never had some of that you got your toes flexed, man. Hey, Jack. I don't know, man. Professor Trill, what's the motherfucking deal? Simply Deep says, I was sort of a voyeur when I was a teenager. Interesting. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But, beyond the funny nigga, what's the motherfucking deal, man? What's going down? Baker Man says, what is that? I just seen something say eat off the floor eat off the floor of the VIP in the strip club for you. Terrible. That's a terrible, terrible situation. Let me say, fuck with all the secrets around the tips and manipulation, and you call BS, they play the victim. I feel you. Say Jordan 11 for style, Jordan 1 for comfort. I agree. 11s, the 11s and the 13s. I'm not even a Jordan dude. I honestly almost hate them hoes, man. I ain't gonna lie. I don't hate them. It's just, I like the shoe. It's just what the culture around them has become. You know, we got motherfuckers that ain't never even seen Jordan play, and they just rocking it because everybody else rocking it. You know, motherfuckers wouldn't know Jordan from fucking Kanye West, and all they know is Chicago. But, you know, my thing is the 13s might have just been my overall favorite. I used to hoop in them. Those was my favorite shoes to hoop in. No confession, but in the day, hey, that's good enough for me, Miss Shaw. Good to see you. But yeah, the 11s for style, definitely. But like I said, the 13s, that was some of my favorite hooping shoes, man. Wait, what? Black Air Force Ones, man. I had a pair of black Air Force Ones, man. That homeboy used to play ball with. I think he was in the league for a little bit. And we wore the same size shoe. Man, I bought a pair of some clean Air Force Ones, dog. Them hoes was black with the white bottoms, had the gray check on them hoes. Them hoes was clean in a bitch. I don't even think I wore them hoes like one time, or I didn't wear them hoes, and I left them hoes in this excursion and tried to hit that nigga. Hey man, whatever happened to them? Man, what you mean? Man, I'd never seen them hoes again because he had left. He was out of school after. We was just kicking it on some shit, and never seen them hoes again after that shit, man. Never motherfucking see them hoes again, man. You said you bought some 13s the other day. The gray and white was your first Jordan you ever bought. See, man, look, if I did go out, but that'd probably be the only ones I think I would be some 13s. But I just don't even see myself really going out and fucking with them hoes like that. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm a 15. That shit is terrible. You know what I'm saying? That shit is terrible. Like trying to find shoes, man. Like, cause right now I've been on a running shoe kick. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to, just get my running shoe game up. Eventually gonna start running in the running shoes. But looking for something comfortable, cause I got a pair right now that I was halfway trying to test out. I'm probably hurting the fuck out my heel. And then, like I say, I got wide ass feet too, so that don't help. But, trying to find shit in the 15, 15 is a real odd size. Like I remember being young, I used to hit licks at Ross because, nobody knew Ross had that, was the shit. They'll have some old throw it off shoes. You go get your shoes for $20, $30. And occasionally, you know, I'll dip the net and I'll try to find something I'm looking for. I'll dip by Ross. I've seen some 16s, 17s, 18s, seen a pair of 20s. I'm like, hey, these shoes actually, these hoes don't fit. See 14s, 13s, everything. Like some other nigga within like a 15, 20 mile radius of where I live has just formed a conglomerate on the motherfucking size 15s. Like all other shoes are there. Nigga, I ain't got can't find no 15, nothing. So like I said, I'll be looking for some shit. Cause like I said, I really want some, I'm looking for a particular pair of Adidas. Cause y'all don't realize Adidas got the city of Houston on lock right now. Adidas got what? Bregman, they got Harden, they got Hopkins, fucking got Beyonce, and somebody else in the city that's fucking with Adidas. But so I was looking for some Adidas, cause I got a couple of pair of Adidas running shorts I really like too. That them hoes super comfortable, and so I'm like, okay, I'm trying to find some Adidas so I don't look all too old, you know, uncoordinated brand wise, you know, and man, I couldn't find enough shit. Adidas, most of they shit stop at like 13 or 14, and then their running shoes run small, like a half size small. So that shit sucks. So you can always find Jordans at Dick's Sporting Goods. You know, you text the Denline or the Sauce line, or because I probably ain't been checking them hoes. I know I ain't checked the Sauce line too much. I haven't been. On that. Cause like I've been on this thing, like I'm trying to decide whether or not like I've been thinking about taking the social media shit off my phone and just keeping it on like the computer and shit, so that way just checking it for whatever source that I'm on. I'm thinking about it, but yeah. So like I said, I've been out of there. But let me check. Do I have messages? I ain't seen too many. Last thing I got, I ain't watched that video you had sent me, Jay. This was about the guy G checked about his mom. I ain't see that. I gotta watch that. But the thing is, like, I ain't about tripping on that, but the thing is, like, when you're trying to do something athletic, you know, you want them hoes to be somewhat comfortable. Like, you don't want to be trying to get in shape or try to do some shit and your fucking feet hurt. That's your foundation. No message from a Jabogus? No, I don't think so. Not that I know of. Unless it's under... or J.A. I don't believe that I have. Let me check. But yeah, man, that's what I say. Your foundation has to be solid, you know, if you're trying to improve and you know, get better. It can be real tough. No, I don't see one. I don't think I did. Not that I know of. So again, you know, like I see, it turns out, you know, like on Sunday nights, the ladies started, I'm just gonna chill, you know, I was gonna call in, but you know, I just figured not tonight. Again, I'll be hiding to confess. Ain't nothing to hide, man. We all friends in the den. Hey, look, we ain't gonna judge you. I'm not gonna judge you. You know, I've had my manhole ways, but I'm reformed. I had to reform myself. I had to realize the damage I was doing when I was going and hoeing. You know, not knowing. But yeah, This certain shit that I can't share. You talking about you want to hear the want to hear the shit that I ain't sharing that isn't acceptable. I don't know. Look, I might have to write a book. I might have to start a Pornhub channel, Honcho story time on Pornhub. So let me tell you about this evening. So like I said, I'll talk about some stuff about y'all deciding whether or not y'all gonna show up and pull up. So I don't know if y'all heard about the thing with Kodak and a bunch of motherfuckers coming out and checking it, because basically he was talking about Lauren London, talking about I'm gonna give her a year, then I'm gonna go holler, some shit he said or whatever it was. Now I don't know if it was him necessarily trying to troll on the gram or whatever the fuck he was doing, but apparently he's apologized. They said y'all don't understand the wave. Like if you ain't really fuck with Nipsey, I don't think people really understand the wave behind Nipsey Hussle. Now these motherfuckers trying to get a street named after him. Shit, Tupac can't get that shit. They trying to get like an act of Congress passed for this man. Like the LA nigga Kodak was talking shit to motherfuckers in LA radio station, said they ain't playing none of his music. None of his music, they ain't gonna play his fucking music no more. Just a bunch of shit. But then like the Game came out. The Game checked him, but he didn't really check him. You know what I'm saying? I didn't hear what T.I. had to say, and I didn't hear what Tank had to say, but apparently a couple of rappers came out and were basically, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know anybody who listens to the radio anyway. I couldn't tell you the last time I have. I'm lying. I listen to Coast. I told y'all about Coast to Coast. That's really the only time I listen to radio is Coast to Coast. Hey, yo. And so, yeah, but that goes to what I'm saying, though, man. It goes to what I was talking about when we talk on people. And when people say, hey, when people say, oh, we got to come together, we got to look out for everybody, it's some motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about you, that you trying to care about. Kodak one of them type of niggas, man. The thing is, it's very unfortunate because this young generation they seem a little thrown off. They seem a little lost, you know what I mean? And I don't know if that's ever going to get fixed. They're lost, they're emotional, and a lot of them are delusional too. Look like a life-size voodoo doll. But it's unfortunate, man, because like I said, he was talking some shit. Had the old school niggas had to come out and check them niggas, And then next thing you know, they apologize. Y'all young niggas always talking shit to the old school, come punk y'all niggas. Y'all don't want that smoke. But in reality, I understand if he was trying to be funny, but at the same time, you got to understand your platform, where you at, and who you dealing with, and things of that nature. And I guess I don't know if he really thought about it. Like I said, I don't know if he was trying to be funny or what. I really ain't been fucking with the shit. Like I said, I liked this one album. That was that Painting Pictures. I think that one was cool. The last shit he put out was Dumpster Juice Boo Boo. It was very, very bad. And so again, I find it very unfortunate that these are the things that are going on. Then you got a lot of the gay people out there still hate. Well, he was homophobic. So here's the deal, man. Just because a motherfucker don't fuck with you, it's not even that they don't fuck with you. It's like these motherfuckers expect everybody to put them on a pedestal because of the choices they made in life. Like if you are, that's my dance. That's the Honcho dance. That's when you old and out of shape, you can't really move. That's the dance you do. But it's, you got a lot of these gay people mad. Oh, he was homophobic and he was this. Like, everybody does not have to like everything. That's a big premise. Like, motherfuckers say, well, I can't stand you. You goddamn dreadheads. You got your hair long looking like a hippie. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. That's cool. That's you, man. I'm not gonna cry about it. We live in a society now where everybody just needs acceptance from everybody. And if somebody doesn't like a particular thing, well, shame on them, they're bad. But no, I don't fucking like it, or I don't care, or it's not my problem, And people sit here because, like I'm not fixing to, or I'm not about to cape for any LGBT issues. I don't know if y'all realize that by now, since you've been watching The Den. that I'm not going to promote it. I'm not going to give too much of a shit about it. I don't hate them. I don't dislike them. I'll have a conversation with anybody as long as you're respectful and we on the same term. I don't hate anybody, but I'm not going to bat for your issues if I don't feel the need to. If I don't feel like this is my duty to be an ally, which is the word. I got my own issues. I got my own problems I got to take care of, and none of these people are coming to bat for my issues, or the ones that are. They have a skewed perspective of the issue, and they don't see it the same way I do. So we're not on the same team. Again, I wish everybody equality. I wish everybody justice. I wish everybody, the opportunity for all of these things. But we just may have different outlooks on life. And again, like I said, I wish no ill on anybody. But, now if you're not promoted, well, if you're not standing with us, you're this. It's none of that shit. I hate the term homophobic because it's not afraid of any of them. It ain't afraid of nothing. It's just that it's not my concern. Everything being promoted to everybody is not acceptable for everybody. It's a lot of stuff that I don't support. The drag queen thing. Don't support that type of shit getting pushed to little kids. Some guy came on, you're homophobic and it's worse than the church. Well, I don't really go to church. I'm not really a religious dude. So what does that have to do with what I'm talking about? And not that I'm against the church or anything like that. Again, I don't go. I'm not promoting the church. I don't promote the LGBT shit. But I don't wish ill on anybody who goes to church. If that's your faith, if that's your belief, if that's what you support, all power to you. I.e. the same thing with the whatchamacallit. I support you. Do your thing. But I'm not going to motherfucking sit here and let me see something. I'm not going to sit here and just, push somebody else's agenda if I don't support this, if I don't believe in it. And that's what everybody expects. It is what it is. Uh-oh, there go Miss Rashida. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's a crazy world we live in. And the thing is, if I don't agree with you, automatically I'm labeled as a hater. I'm automatically labeled as this or that. Maybe you just don't understand. Maybe you lack the ability to comprehend the way I view things. Because the way it is now, if you don't like this, then you're all this. If you don't like this, if this particular group don't like, same sex, or they all gay. No, they just it might not be the fact that it might not be that they hate you. They may truly, honestly believe in the sanctity of marriage. It doesn't always have to be about you, but people make everything about themselves, and then they try to justify that as hate. It's another very interesting thing that I came across. AB, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Good to see you. Another thing that I came across the other day, and it really had me thinking about something. It just had me thinking about, because I told y'all I was thinking about how I'm operating in the den and how I address the differences in different shit. But I really started thinking about it, right? Or this idea was presented in a way, because it was talking about respecting others' beliefs. And it was talking about why you really shouldn't do that. But it was presented from a religious aspect and, things like that. But it was talking about the silent contract that's made there. So when you say, well, hey, I respect your beliefs, but, yada, yada, yada. And then you're supposed to, it's assuming that, the other person is agreeing to this silent contract of, well, if you respect mine, then I have to respect yours. But what we have to start separating is people from their ideas. Because people are not their ideas. They may act on their ideas, but they are not their ideas. Silent contracts, motherfucker, you ain't lying. People are not their ideas. And so I can respect you, but not necessarily respect your beliefs. Because this is something that, I've been looking at for quite a while. and just getting a better comprehension of. And it's not really a lot of comprehension. It's just, getting kind of more in depth on it as the last few weeks. But I try to work on, something I've been trying to work on personally, is if I'm going to attack something, is to attack the idea, the belief, the premise, but not the person. But sometimes, hey, you got to talk about the person. The person just fucking up. If they just deeply ingrained in that shit, it is who they are, then, it is what it is. But we can attack the idea because the idea is not, real per se. We can attack the thoughts. We can attack the concepts, but the people is where the physical being is where you're supposed to present respect. But it's okay to disagree. And you can call an idea fucking stupid as shit. But what you have to understand as a participant in a conversation or an exchange or whatever it may be, is that is about the idea. It's not necessarily about you. You have to separate yourself, the being, from the thoughts. And I think that's where a lot of people have issues. I think that's where a lot of people have trouble. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and that's what it's, and exactly. That's what it was saying to us in the Bible, like that as a Christian, you're not supposed to accept any other gods. You're not supposed to, put any other beings, deities before God or whatever else it may be. You're not supposed to accept people who are ungodly in your home and a lot of things like that, right? But people make their own interpretations of things and they kind of do how they do. And again, that's their choice, however they want to interpret, however they want to perceive it. Now, the Old Testament was on some different stuff, but hey, that's a discussion for another time and place. But my thing is this. You don't have to respect anybody's beliefs. There's nothing wrong with dissecting, breaking down, even shitting on somebody else's beliefs. As long as you are having, again, maybe you don't even have to respect the person. You might not have to. It's up to you really to do it all. But we should respect one another. You know what I'm saying? And even though in the den we have a wide variety of beliefs, understandings, backgrounds, thought processes, just ages, a lot of different things. What do you got there, Dr. Rabbit? And we should respect each other. But we can shit on each other's. We can shit on each other's beliefs and thoughts, but we must respect each other. Shit on the idea, shit on the concept, shit on the premise, shit on the thought, but respect one another, the individuals, and that's. I think that's where we land. You know what I'm saying? I think that's where we land. You ever been in a situation where you got framed for something you didn't do? No, I don't think I have. I've probably been accused of something, but not framed for something. And then if I was accused, generally I could prove it. I'm sure I've proven that it wasn't me or anything like that. I see people be bashing entire relationship just don't believe. Yeah, man, it's the world we live in is dysfunctional. And like I said, I believe there is going to be great changes coming. And I don't necessarily think it's going to be for the better. I think that we talk about socialism, we talk about things like that, and how what's going on in the world, man, with this younger generation, America, and the way they see stuff and the disdain for education. I'm not even talking about higher education in the sense of college, but basic education. I mean, for learning just to have an understanding about the society in which you live. Socialism sounds really good. Well, they got a lot and I don't, and I want it. We should all have something even. And we should all be equal. Fuck no. I don't want to be equal. I want to have the opportunity to be better. All right. So that's just me. I was talking to the little one, and she's still kind of stuck on it. She has an issue because she'll say things that she thinks that people want to hear, and I've been trying to get her out of that. I'm like, you'll never be appreciated. You'll never be real. You'll never have real friends if you mold yourself to what they believe or what they like, because you'll never show the real you. You never show your true colors. And we were talking about participation trophies and things like that. And, because the little soccer league started back up again. And I mean, she was playing goal. She pretty damn good this weekend. And you know, we were talking, because she would say, yeah, you know those who work hard, because she'd always explain stuff to her. And, you know, but she's still back on it. Everybody deserves, well, they played, so, you know. And so I had to start pointing things out. So I was like, you know, remember last season, the one kid on your team who was really, really fucking good. And then there's that other kid who came and he cried the whole fucking time. And that's it. So I'm saying, so you have to say, so he deserves the same award as the kid who scored basically all your goals. That kid like started just dragging up. That kid was just out there like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? He was just doing what he wanted to. He stopped even trying to score. He just was trying to help other people score and shit. But, you know, I'm like, so that kid who sat there and cried and barely walked around the field, he deserves the same respect and appreciation as that kid? Is that what you're telling me? You know? And that's it, because that is what you're telling me when you're saying, you know, that everybody deserves a trophy, everybody deserves, you know, to be treated fairly. And she wanted to say no. She kept saying she wanted to say no. I was like, no, you can't say no. You just told me everybody deserves a trophy. And she started getting really frustrated with it. And maybe I was being a little bit of a bully. I don't know. I don't think I was, because I was explaining it plainly. I wasn't being mean about it, but I'm just saying no, because you said you got to understand what you're saying when you think that everybody deserves to be treated equal, because I really wanted to understand, and that's the best premise I could come up with it for. And, you know, and she really started thinking about it, and I kept giving her, you know, different scenarios based on school and soccer and things like that. You know what I mean? And she kind of started saying it, but she kept wanting to say, hey, but no. And I'm like, no, but this is what you're saying, so you got to think about it. So I think she kind of got the concept and the understanding. And I'm just like, look, everybody don't deserve it. Winners deserve the win because they work hard for it. Sometimes you're just better. It just is the way it is. But if you want to be better, you know, you got to work for it. She said, last place hockey team. Oh, no, stop. The Mighty Ducks. But that's what I mean. Like, I'm not with that shit, man. Like, and I hate that, because this is the day and age we're growing up in, and the parents who are encouraging this behavior, that wasn't a thing back in the day. You lost. You get your ass better. You know, we motivate the kids to do better. Now, I know they used to get on my ass about doing better. Fucking wouldn't know, hey, well, everybody gets a trophy. Everybody's a winner. But that's the mentality that gets bred. That's the socialist mentality where everybody deserves to feel happy. Everybody, no, man, fuck no, man. And it's scary because, like I say, as the years continue to go by, you're getting more of these people pushed into office. I mean, look at the AOC, look at the Bernies. You know, look at these people and how people are embracing it. Bernie's ideas are widely embraced. Okay, Bernie would have definitely beat Hillary. You know, he was way more liked than Hillary. Bernie's idea, I don't think people realize how close we are to the brink of socialism in America. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're very close to it. These motherfuckers, these socialists are extremely fucking popular. You know what I mean? And that's a terrible thing. But yeah, about the relationships and political beliefs, yeah, man, it's crazy. You know, I don't care what you believe, and this is what y'all gotta understand, man. In anybody, and this is the problem with America. If you don't think like I think, then you know and that's the culture we're in right now. That's the same, goes back to the same thing I was talking about with the Nipsey shit, because he's not promoting and putting homosexuals at the forefront. He's a toxic masculinity and homophobic, and this is why that happened. What happened next? Look. I'm gonna be on here sounding like T'Challa. I heard that last call she had. I'm gonna be on this bitch talking all kind of, saying all kind of F-bombs, you know. And it's like I say, there's divisions within every race, culture, segment of society. You got the good version, you got the bad version. The bad version is what gets the slurs and things. But, oh man, it's already gonna be, man, it's gonna be bad business. Give everybody, like, what did her shit say? That even people who are unable or unwilling to work, like, pay people that are unwilling to work. Nobody wants to work. So you telling me, let me explain something to you. You're gonna pay a check to everybody that's unwilling to work, right? This is what this goofy broad said, right? Ain't nobody working at Jack in the Box fucking putting no 24-hour shit, man. Fuck this. Jack in the Box ain't got nobody hiring. Nobody's gonna hire for Jack in the Box, the Burger Kings, the Mickey D's. Is all the fast food that we as Americans know and love so much, right? That we know and love so much. You ain't gonna be able to find nobody to work this shit. So it's gonna be a bunch of big boned, and I'm talking shit, I'm a little big myself. There's gonna be a bunch of big boned Americans. They're gonna be highly upset. I can't get no food. Nobody wants to serve me and make me food, you know? Because we're already, what, 2/3 of us are overweight or obese or some shit like that. And that means we like to eat a bunch of junk, a lot of bullshit. So you talking about all the people who are unwilling to work. Nobody willingly works fast food. Nobody. Nobody's willing. Nobody's like, man, this is my dream job. Okay? Your grocery store sackers and cashiers and things like, nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do these things. So you're telling me you're just going to pay all these people who do the jobs that nobody really needs. I mean, I'm cool. If the fast food dies out, that's cool. But then when the fast food dies out and you need to go get some shit from your local HEB, your Kroger, or Food Line, Food Town, wherever you at, whatever you got, and ain't nobody there to help you get, I mean, what, the shit gonna shut down, man. And then what? Nobody wants to do the menial jobs. They're unwilling to do these jobs. They're not skilled enough to do anything else. Then what? You know? And again, like I say, it just starts a ripple effect. And then you're going to start overtaxing those who do make money. Okay. We'll see how that works out. You know, it's fucking dumb, man. And people are eating this shit up like fucking candy. They love it. They love it. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good to me, man. Fuck that shit, though. Like, I want the opportunity to be better than you. I love you all. I love everybody in the den. I love everybody who shows love, supports, appreciates. But I'm not saying that I am better than you. This is not what I'm saying. But I want the opportunity to be available that I can be better, live better, have better. And not just you, but anybody. It may sound fucked up to some people, but you have that same opportunity, you know? And that's the amazing thing about it. You can choose to take it or not take it. But when you implement things like this, use for it to do this research, yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. It's not, instant crumble of society. It's all over for everybody. Motherfuckers really gonna start criming it up. But my thing is, man, look, it doesn't work. It hasn't worked successfully anywhere. Every place that has implemented socialism has gone under. You know what I mean? And it's crumbled. And they're suffering. I mean, you can look at all around the world. It doesn't work for anybody. So, a very unfortunate situation that eventually is going to happen. Eventually it's going to happen. Because there's going to be a lot of people who, because of race, sexuality, sexual orientation, whatever, I mean, I guess the same thing, that they're going to look at one party and say, well, I'm not ever going to fuck with them because of this. And it can go for both sides, you know. Again, they could be like, well, they could be a conservative and say, well, the liberals want to kill the white man and get rid of straight marriages and stuff like that and all this. And so I'll never fuck with the liberals. You may have liberals who are black or this new term POC. Again, that's just real funny to me because we were just talking about like nobody. If you call somebody a colored person, call a nigga a colored person, they will lose their shit. Hey, you colored person, they will lose their shit. But POC is accepted. It's the same fucking thing. You need these coconut shrimp. You know what I'm saying? I had so many shrimp, I got iodine poisoning. You get that socialism, you ain't gonna get none of that shit. Hold up, baby. But you know, I just don't think that it's a thing. Reparations is very interesting. Very, very interesting. You know, I'm gonna be 100 with you. Do I think it's gonna happen? Absolutely not. No way. They may say it, but there's gonna be so many caveats and clauses in it that nobody's getting it. That's why you got a lot of these people pushing these ideas. It was the Yang talking about universal basic income or something like that, giving everybody $1,000 or something like that to live on, some old crazy shit. Where is this money coming from? But reparations, you noticed how, when have we ever heard that word get thrown around before? Especially in so close to an election year, so many candidates who are talking about it. I mean, this is something that we've been knowing and could have been discussing for decades, right? The Democratic Party is weakening. and it's not as strong as they would like it to believe. And so they're starting to say anything to re-solidify. I'm gonna tell y'all some shit, and y'all gonna think Honcho done lost his mind. I'm gonna start talking real crazy here in just a second. So we talking about confessions and shit like that. But honestly, I agree. It's too late. It's been too long. They said to get reparations, it would be trillions and trillions of dollars. Now, with that being said, if a check from the United States government shows up into my mailbox, I'm going to gladly go down to my local branch and I'm going to cash it. I'm not going to ask any questions. You know, I'm not even going to ask y'all if y'all got y'all checks. I'm finna motherfucking me. Just get back on the stream and so how y'all doing this evening? Welcome to the motherfucking den. And we just going to keep on moving. But do I honestly feel like it's going to happen? No. I think they're using that word to bring people back. Well, you know, money sounds good. You know, hey, they did owe us this and this, you know, this and that. And that brings people back under that umbrella. Come back to the plantation. We need you back over here. But ultimately, man, here's my thing. Here's my deal with something that I was thinking. So I was chopping it up with somebody somebody who's from LA, right? And they were talking about the whole Nipsey thing, and they're saying a lot of people think that, you know, the cops had it done because, you know, he was just too powerful in the streets. And you're seeing the output of, I mean, this shit just nationwide, worldwide almost, of this young underground, basically rapper guy who dropped one real album, everything else mixtapes. And you're seeing the outpouring for this guy. It's like I say, it was this big underground thing. A lot of people had no idea who he was and what he was doing. A lot of people jumped on the bandwagon just because they found out what he was doing. It is what it is. And you know, if you support the man, I don't really care. A lot of people, the cops did it, you know, because he was doing too much of this and too much of that, and you know, he's gonna bring the gangs together and he was gonna do all that. And you know, here's the deal. One, that wasn't like they was trying to lose no jobs over that shit. You know, that's not the case, and I don't believe. Honestly, if we're gonna go down the conspiracy theory hole, let's play this game. Okay, let's play the game. If anybody had anything to benefit off of Nipsey's death, I feel like it would be some sort of wealthy Democrat. And I know y'all think, Honcho, you talking crazy. I'm not even trying to get super political about it, but I'm just saying, because what is one of the tools that, you know, the left uses? Well, you know, you can't come up in this world. You can't do this. You were born into poverty, and, you know, a systematic racism is holding you down, and it's this, and it's this, and it's this. This guy overcame all of that shit, right? All the stuff that they say you're not supposed to do, and then he's helping others to do the same. Then he's doing it in a community that if they catch on to these beliefs, they start thinking independent. They start really understanding their finances. They start really looking into what's going on. They're gonna say, hey, wait, these motherfuckers really ain't working for us. You know, we getting some money now. We doing some things. We might need to start looking at that other side. And you let that wave catch on. He had the potential. I'm not saying that's what he was doing. Again, he was just out there getting money, doing what he had to do for his people, and that's what he felt. That's what he felt he needed to do. But you let that catch on in LA. You know, then you let that catch on in some other, they see what he's doing, and this shit starts to spread all over the place. These people that you have said have been historically oppressed and held down, and the reason why, you know, they need you is because of this, and this. You're going to lose a lot of support. You're going to lose a lot of people who are going to stop believing that, because they're going to say, man, well, we seen firsthand right here. We seen right here that this man did it, right? This man did what was needed to get us out of this situation. That's just my thoughts. You said the Green Party. Green Party, was what, Jill Stein? Was Jill Stein the Green Party? Jill Stein, and I forgot what Gary Johnson. Gary Johnson was crazy. But again, like I say, I think it's some other. If we're gonna go down the conspiracy theory trail, we got somebody calling in. We got somebody amped up now. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the den this evening?
Greetings from Massachusetts. This is Professor Trill.
Massachusetts. What they got in Massachusetts? Lobsters and shit? No, what is that? Is that Maine? That's Maine.
Goddamn right.
What's the motherfucking deal, Professor Trio? What would you like to drop the den this evening, man?
Shit, I got a couple of questions. Where the hell all the damn females at?
Man, it's confession night. You
talking about these. Nah, man. Ever since we've been talking about this real shit, not all this fucking gossip shit, them motherfuckers have dropped off the face of the earth and shit. What's wrong with you females? Not worried about the latest gossip and shit. Y'all need to get some of this pimping. That's what you need to get, goddamn. Stop playing.
Yeah, they ain't fucking with it the other night. It's confession. I'm telling you, they gonna run it. They gonna pull up tomorrow talking about, oh, you know, I had some. I forgot it was Sunday night confessions last. Yeah, they don't want to tell no tales. But it's all good.
Shit, I'd be nervous too, cause motherfucker, the world's small, man. Too many people know too many people nowadays.
Straight up.
If they want to do some research, they can find your ass on social media and do some detective work. You know how motherfuckers do. They ain't got nothing better to do with their life.
Niggas get nosy. Hell yeah. Brother, sister, show, what's up? Man, you just gotta be like me, not give too much of a shit to say, fuck it, it is what it is. But man, so what you got?
Fuck what they talking about. I'm not mad at Kodak Black. I want to smash her ass too, shit. I said that shit in the den the other day before that nigga said. I mean, I wouldn't have made that shit out in public.
That's my thing, though.
Stupid, but I mean, shit, come on, man. That motherfucker look good as fuck.
Yeah. That's...
Shit, all them same niggas that's talking up, y'all want to smash that bitch too after her little grieving period over with. So y'all can miss me with that.
But here's my deal. That's the difference. You saying that in the den and a nigga who is, well, I don't know how well known, but a celebrity saying it on his Instagram live to probably, you know, a couple of dozen thousand, however many people listening at one given time, you know, that's a bad look. That's not a smart move. It's one thing amongst friends, you know, ain't nobody watching it then. It's only a couple of hundred people go see that shit, you know, and it ain't putting your face on and all that. And, you know, we cracking jokes in the chat, this, that, and the third. But as opposed to him going out and saying this shit as a celebrity, and then, you know, having that platform, I think that's not. Yeah, I don't think he thought that one through too much.
Yeah, but just to play devil's advocate, as ugly as that nigga is, what the fuck else he got to lose, Honcho? I mean, that nigga got to try something.
Nah, man,
you know what I'm saying?
That nigga need to
sit. Take the shots, he can't miss it, man.
But he already, look, he need all the good PR he can have right now, because that nigga already got a pending rape charge in South Carolina. They talking about giving this nigga 30 years. He need to sit down somewhere and go read some holy book. I don't care if it's the Bible, the Quran, the lifestyles of Buddha, whatever the Buddhist text is. He need to do something right now and just chill out, because it ain't looking good for him. They got...
If they got bitches out there chasing Flavor Flav, that nigga can get some bitches. Fuck what y'all talking about. I ain't trying to hear that shit.
He ain't got that nigga Kodak ain't got no show. Goddamn, he need a TV show. I don't know.
I don't think so either.
That nigga is terrible.
Off in the head already though. Like that nigga just weird. Like, it's just a bunch of fucking weirdos out there right now. People love that shit. They like weird motherfuckers.
Yeah. I don't know what that is, though.
I don't get it.
I guess, I don't know if it's like the freak show aspect of it, or motherfuckers just want to see how other motherfuckers living or something. I don't know, man. I don't know what it is about why people love weird shit so much. Like weird motherfuckers, like...
I guess because it's unpredictable and spontaneous, because you never know what you're going to get with this motherfucker, and they find that shit exciting.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I don't want no old unpredictable ass shit. I want to know some facts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Give me some cemented history.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I know whether I need to fuck with you or not. Exactly. I don't want no wishy-washy ass nigga around me like that. Hell no.
I think some people be waiting for the crash and burn too, though. I think some people be waiting knowing that this nigga head first ass nigga. They were like, I'm just sitting here waiting till this nigga crash burn. See, that nigga got what they pulled a kick door on him last time he was on IG, or one time before they kicked his door in and shit. So I guess you get to see some live shit like that. You wait around long enough, so who knows with this nigga. Kodak look like a glam-locked trash man.
I don't know what it is with this fucking generation and putting every fucking thing online for everybody to see. I don't understand the appeal.
Yeah.
I just don't. There ain't nothing gangster about none of that shit. It's just not.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like I say, I guess they to validate themselves, to prove it. They want to prove to the world that they are what they say they are, or some other. I don't really know, man. Like I said, I don't understand. I don't comprehend it either. You know, shit. I don't be. Motherfuckers be telling me I don't post enough. Like, goddamn, how you ain't got enough followers on none of your platforms outside of the fucking the tube. You don't post. I don't be wanting to post. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, I don't know. I find the shit odd. Like, I'm still sketchy with the social media. You know, I've been posting a lot more, but I don't know. It's just something about that shit. I don't like it. I know I need to do more, but I don't like that shit. I'm still stuck on Facebook.
This might not be your flavor, man. Real G's move in silence. Know what I'm talking
about? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I tell y'all, even still doing the YouTube thing is still peculiar to me. It's still relative. Like, if you'd told me a couple of years, if you'd told me maybe 2 months before I start fucking with it, before I start doing the YouTube shit, man, that I was gonna be doing where I am right now as far as consistently as I'm doing, I'd have told you a motherfucking lie. You on some motherfucker, you smoking whatever I was smoking back then. You know, it just ain't no way. But shit, I guess it has become what it is. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just can't get into all the waves of Snapchats, the Instagram stories, all these things. Like, I don't even watch them hoes, much less put my own out there. So I don't know. I don't understand the whole shit. Like, I don't.
But really though, ain't it all just the same shit?
Mostly. I guess it's just about how you like to consume it, honestly. It's just, you know, each social media has its own aspect. And again, so, you know, this I do understand, because I have studied up on, you know, different platforms. I just ain't never used none of the damn knowledge. But, you know, of course, your Twitter is for people who like to read, who like short form content, microblogging, you know, things of that nature. The gram is for your picture viewers, and they're not really looking to read shit. They just want to see some images. So you got to be able to put your message out there with imagery. You know, like I say, Twitter gives you the wordplay. Facebook, I forgot what the thing about Facebook was, the specifics, but each demographic, I mean, each platform has a specific demographic that it's best to cater to, you know. But Facebook trying to be all everything. YouTube is starting to try to change to be more like some of these social media platforms, you know, and it's just all the additions, you know. It's usually take that one thing you do real well and stick with it. And then ever since Instagram started adding them stories and shit, like Snapchat been getting fucked off with it. So it's a damn thing. Oh, hold on, I got you. Donate link. Where my shizzle bizzles at? Wow. Is that it? No, that's Patreon. Okay. Streamlabs.com/The Den Show. YouTube got stories now too. Yeah, I seen that too. I ain't never watched no YouTube. Look, why the fuck I'm gonna watch the YouTube story? Man, make a motherfucking video, goddammit. Ain't nobody got time to watch no stories. That's what I'm saying. It's just, I don't know. I mean, you gotta embrace it, and I am gonna start embracing it because you have to if you want to grow. But I can't lie to you. A lot of this, it's odd to me, and I guess I gotta adapt. You know, like, I mean, that's really what it is.
Some of us ain't about to adapt. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not finna sit up here and watch a video that you posted on Facebook when you could have put it on Instagram or any one of the other fucking media outlets. To me, it's just all a bunch of perpetrating anyway. All you motherfuckers is lying. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't got time for that shit, man. I just like looking at the females on Instagram. That's cool. And I like watching some funny videos. That's cool. Other than that, niggas be on here trying to talk about some real shit. I just be listening to them, be like, who in the fuck told you that was kosher? Like, I don't understand half these motherfuckers. Them motherfuckers get on here crying and they trying to expose their girlfriend or boyfriend or all kind of shit. I just get tired of that shit. Yeah. That shit get old.
Shit get like, they just like short ass episodes of the Maury Show, short ass Jerry Springers and shit now. Little minute episodes of Ricky Lake. Man, I used to hate fucking Ricky Lake. See, y'all youngsters don't know nothing about Ricky Lake. Ricky Lake you know why I used to hate Ricky Lake? Because Ricky Lake, no matter if the man was in the right or the wrong, she used to always try to hold that nigga. Like,
I know way that he was fucking around. She was the Lifetime version of a talk show.
Yeah.
That's why I hate fucking Lifetime channel. It don't matter what the fuck happened. It's a man's fault. I get tired of that shit.
Yeah, that shit used to kill me. Nigga be the one, he be on there, got cheated. Well, you must not be doing something right at home or in the bed or you working too much. You just find a way to make a fucking, you ain't lie, she was a super dyke though. She's still around? What's she doing now? She Ricky Lake, the Ricky Lake Show. That motherfucker there was a hater. You know who else I just found out was a hater too? And I used to think was all right you used to watch Married with Children?
Hell yeah.
Man, fucking Marcy Darcy. She was a motherfucking hater. See, like, I seen the thing where they was talking about her and Al in real life didn't like each other. And she tried to say, because it was apparently Al is who he was on the show, Ed O'Neill, because that nigga did an interview, man. Yeah. He was talking about it, and he said, you know, he was like, yeah, man, we used to be real cool, and then, you know, she sent out a bunch of invitations. Yeah, she dyking too. She sent out a bunch of invitations, and you know, I didn't get one. David Faustino, the nigga who played Bud, he didn't get one, and somebody else didn't get one. And everybody else, the rest of the cast did. So, you know, I went and I asked her about it. And she's like, yeah, well, I did a lot of thinking, and, you know, I just didn't want to see you and David there. I know you guys would think it would be funny to see me and my girlfriend walking down the aisle in tuxedos, and I could just imagine you guys sitting there snickering and making jokes and laughing. And, you know, I just couldn't imagine that. I didn't want to something. And he's like, hey, well, you know, that's kind of messed up, because it is funny, and I would have been laughing, but it's because he you know, basically she got mad about that shit, and so after that they wasn't too kosher. But he said he told her, he was like, man, look, what you got to understand is this: I got something you don't. And he's like, I got a button, and that button is a get Marcy off this show button. You don't have a get Al off this show button. You got to understand this. And it's like, and he said, I had no intentions of using it, but you just got to understand, you know, the dynamics of stuff. And that's basically what it was. I mean, he ain't lying. Oh, man, AB, man, appreciate the love, AB, man. Shout out to AB dropping some Benjamins in the den. And, you know what I mean? That's some real shit, though. You know what I'm saying? That's some real shit. Like, and he said he wasn't trying to be a hoe about it, but you just got to understand, you know, the premise of it. And he also mentioned something about, remember how she started off kind of equal when she was with, who was the first nigga? Steve? You know, and they was like, you know, she was more feminine in that aspect. But she was, you know, really a lesbian in real life. And so as the butcher she got, and after she got married, you realize she flipped the script with Jefferson. She was more the man. She was more masculine. She was, you know, basically the man in the relationship like she was in real life. And they made Jefferson basically abroad. And so they was talking about a lot of that shit was mimicking what was really going on. I said, man, that's crazy now that you know some of the shit that's going on behind it. But it make a lot of sense. Yeah, that's some out some Married with Children inside knowledge for y'all, goddamn.
I didn't know all that, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? It's not as hard for her to act like it if she really living that shit, so it should be more fucking believable.
Man, he said Pam from Martin Dyke. Pam Dyke? Damn. I thought Pam looked like she be sneak dicking. You know, Pam, she might say she dyking. Pam sneak dicking out there. Pam ain't 100%. She might be 63% dyking. She getting some on the side.
Oh, now give it up. Pam ain't always been the cute one, but Pam always had that ass.
Yeah, Pam would have got. Yeah, Pam. Look, I'd have took Pam over Gina all day. I don't care what nobody say. Fuck Gina over big head ass. I'm an ass man.
Yeah, now definitely, but back then, hell no. Shit out of Gina motherfucking ass.
It would have had Gina in the headboard like Martin when she going to work with the
Nigga, what? Tell you, man, for some reason I got this thing for light skinned females, but I don't know. I just like them. I prefer them. It's very, very seldom I find a darker skinned chick that I'm really, really attracted to. Not to say that there ain't some out there, because there is, but they few and far in between.
Okay.
What the fuck is up with this shit?
No, I mean, be my personal preference. Like I said, you know, I like them dark. Like what it was like the most 72% cocoa. Them little chocolate bar things, you know, I like them dark like that shit. Goddamn, that real chocolate. But yeah, so that's just my personal preference. I wish they'd have kept that shit going though when Gina left. It was just, I guess it was too hard for people to take when it turned out Martin and Pam was married as opposed to Gina when she kind of left the show and shit. That shit was some old Mark ass shit. That was one of the greatest shows of all time. That shit ended early. You say dark skin is about to be summertime too. Hey man, this man, look, ain't no summertime. It's spring to winter to early late fall, and it's just sundress season. You know, Houston fucking don't even got the right season. They ain't got season. So this motherfucker, you just got sundress season, booty short season, you know, that time, and then you got fucking Ugg season, and Ugg boot season is terrible. It's a terrible time to exist.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm quite surprised at the quality of pussy that's walking around up here in Massachusetts, though. I'm pleasantly surprised. They got some pretty good looking motherfuckers out here. And a place where I didn't think that had some good looking women, I was just at not too long ago. Nebraska.
But hey, look, let me tell you something, Jack. It's some hidden gold mines in, I don't know if that's technically what the Midwest or in the country. When I'm telling you, because I told you about that time I went to South Dakota and I saw, look, I don't know, you call white girls, you call them Amazons? Do they call them Amazons too, the big tall ones? I don't know. I thought that was just a black thing. So y'all Amazons? Okay. I didn't know if that was just a black culture only thing. Well, anyway, when I say it's some Amazons in the Dakotas, look, Jack, man, thick motherfucking me. I'm like, what y'all white girls got cornbread up here too? Where did y'all get? What? Because I didn't see no black people up there. I didn't see no black folks. I was the only nigga I saw when I looked in the mirror. But man, when I'm talking about like motherfucker, it was I saw at least, you know, the little time I was down there, it had to be 8, 9 chicks, damn near my height. But when I say thick and properly well built and proportioned, I'm just like, what is going on? And yeah, like what is going on in the water out here? Is it just my lucky visit? Like what is going on out here? If I was a man of a different breed, man, I'd be committing all kind of sins up in this motherfucker. But god damn, you know, so it was very interesting. So I think it's a lot of those places that don't get the love that they deserve. It's a lot of hidden activity out there. You know what I'm saying? It's like not in Utah. No, in Utah they wearing them the Mormon granny panties, them savior draws. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be careful. They got that weird shit going on in Utah. I don't know about all that. That's some wild shit.
Hey, trust me, Utah is, bro. You go there and you look around, you be like, you know what? That nigga wasn't bullshit. I'm telling you, they got some quality Caucasian out there, man. Quality. Yes, sir.
Okay. I got a partner. I'm gonna have to send him out. I'm gonna have to pass the word along to him to have him go do some surveying and see what he can see. That's definitely his thing. So I'm gonna say, look, man, hey, Jack.
Is he up there?
Huh?
Is he up there?
No, I got a partner around here, but I'm saying I know he's very fascinated by the Caucasian persuasion. So like, I'm gonna tell him
he's a snow bunny connoisseur.
Yes.
Yeah, I got a couple of them a couple of my partners like that too. They don't fuck with nothing else.
Yeah. It'd be like that. Like I say, hey Jack, you know, that's cool. I ain't mad at you. Everybody got their preferences. Like I said, I used to be a stickler on shit like that. But then like I said, I just had to come to realize what float my boat ain't gonna work for everybody else. And who am I to judge what somebody wanna do with themselves? No, nobody else wanna confess, V Darko, you know. Now, don't nobody wanna confess, man. They just left it to me and man up, you know, to just expose our sins for the world. That's just terrible.
Yeah, and I'm on here because you won't confess neither, V Darko. What the fuck you skeletons you hide in your closet, goddammit?
She say she going in the memory bank. We finna see, because look, it's been a couple of interviews. Yeah, she shared a couple of interesting tales. Now that I recall, yeah, that one was rough though. That one was violent. I don't know about that one. Yeah, I don't know, but that's unfortunate. But I guess he's in the place where he belongs in that situation. That's a tough thing.
Just no more of them dead baby stories, man. God damn,
Whew,
I can't handle that shit.
Yeah,
that was too much.
Yeah, that was definitely dampening of the spirit. So that was tough right there. That's a BT, man. Shit, anything else you wanted to add to the conversation, Jay? Well, Professor Trill, I apologize.
No, I'm good. I was just shooting the shit.
Already. Well, that's a BT. Well, I appreciate you calling in. And for those of you gentlemen in the chat, you know, again, if you are snow bunny connoisseurs, you know, look, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna we're gonna put together a roadmap. We're gonna like when the Africans who be coming to America, we're just gonna take them on a trip. You know, you pay a little bit of money. We're gonna take you to all the hidden snow bunny destinations. You know, to put you in the right situation. I'm telling you, man, everything's a business model these days. Look, I'm trying to come up with something new. Goddamn, look, hey, you come in, we're gonna take you where to go. We're gonna put you in the dough. You're gonna be all good. But that's a BET Professor Trill, man. I appreciate you calling in.
All right, man.
Already. But I'm just saying, you know, if that's your thing, then, you know, hey, you got lots of places to meet those faces. But like I say, it's I'm laughing about the Kodak. But here's my thing too, but what like he was saying about the Kodak thing, it is not necessarily like, hey, man, look, I'm not gonna say it. Not my thing. Because I was a fan of the artist, so I ain't gonna, you know, just be out there. And I heard they said somebody Future was trying to compare himself to Nipsey too. Talking about, yeah, I've been teaching and preaching for you. Future, look, man, you are liked for a particular reason. That's because you talk about fucking a lot of hoes and doing drugs. Like, nobody is looking for Future for business advice or the advancement of the culture. When I need that fucking misogynistic music, you know what I'm saying? When I need that motherfucking me. That toxic masculinity music, that's what you turn to Future for. All that other shit, hey, look, when I need that motivation, when that inspiration, that's what you fuck with Nipsey for. That fucking Future shit, nah, nigga, you ain't talking nobody nothing about how to pop some Percocets, my nigga. It ain't even what that is. See, you like your whole sloppy nigga. Man, hey, man, you know. If that's your bag, I ain't mad at you, man. You know, you get some sister wives in Jacksonville. I don't know what's happening in Jacksonville. I don't want to know what's going on in Jacksonville. No, I don't got nothing for that. Yeah, and I'm still confused about Dr. Rabbit story. He's talking about the Keurig too, like Keurig and ramen noodles. Keurig and ramen noodles. They don't even seem like it goes in the same story for me. I don't understand how that works. I'm not, I guess that's why I kind of got a little lost on that one. You get your dick stuck in the Keurig. That's terrible. I don't even know how that happens. Sloppy hoes cook the best. That's tough. I don't know, man. Sloppy hoes, they give you that sodium filled shit. You're going to be over there fucked up. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the den this evening?
Hey, what's up, Honcho? This is Edwin Baptiste, man.
Hey, Baptiste, what's the motherfucking deal, man? What you want to share with us this evening, man?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't got no confessions, man. Well, I got some dirt, but I won't speak on that tonight.
Okay.
maybe for another day, but I ain't feeling that. I'm not in a sharing mood.
Okay.
You know, I'm gonna put it like that. But yeah, but I will say this though. I do want to speak on this. I heard you talking about Nipsey Hussle and I heard Nipsey Hussle, but Kodak Black and Future and the whole Nipsey Hussle situation.
Yeah.
Pretty much, man. What it comes down to is respect.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of these niggas out here, bro, in the rap game, they want to work with each other. They want to make money with each other. But when it really come down to it, they don't really respect each other. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these niggas, they don't respect each other, bro. That's what I noticed. The rap game is full of a whole bunch of jealous ass niggas, bro.
Yes.
A whole bunch of crabs in the bucket is what it is. Crabs, talented ass crabs at that.
Mm-hmm.
But just crabs in the bucket, bro. They don't want to see the next man make it, bro. It's only if it's cliques, and if people don't know that, there are cliques in the rap game. There's cliques of niggas that fuck with each other, cliques of niggas that don't fuck with each other, and it all intertwines though, because there's one nigga in the circle that fucks with the nigga that nigga don't fuck with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's really just some bullshit, man. There's always somebody hating on the next man, and you got inner hate too. You got niggas hating on you within your own clique.
Yeah.
And so that's why the rap game is just a dirty ass business.
Yeah.
And for this motherfucker Kodak Black, bro, I honestly think that nigga got autism, bro. Like, I'm not gonna say the nigga's retarded, but he got autism. Something ain't right with him, bro. I don't think he comprehends certain situations, bro. I just don't think that it gets him. You know, he's talented, he's smart, but he ain't all there though, bro. You can't, and you cannot convince me that he is. I'm sorry, you just cannot.
Yeah.
He ain't right, man. Something ain't right with him. Because all his homeboys around him are telling him, bro, you know, he tripping, man. In the video, they're like, nah, bro, it's too soon for that. You know, they giving him the heads up, like, look, fam, you tripping, bro. And he like, nah, but I'm not. Like, no, nigga, you cannot be that ignorant to think that you're not in the wrong, bro. That you not tripping, that you not fucking up. Because his old bullshit as apology he gave, he was like, I don't feel like I disrespected him, but I'm sorry. Like, nigga, no, you can keep that shit. You can keep that shit. You can keep that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's a bullshit ass apology, bro. You could have kept that shit.
Yeah.
And so what it comes down to, man, is these young generation of rappers, bro, they don't respect the OGs, bro. They don't respect the OGs. They really don't. And this Kodak, the same nigga that was talking shit about Tupac and Biggie, he named his mixtape Lil Big Pac or some old dumb shit like that. So he just that's not paying homage, nigga. That's disrespect. That's because he never gave them their respect.
Yeah, I remember he said he felt like he was better than both of them. I remember he said
exactly. Man, that's why I feel like the boy is autistic, bro.
but I agree. It's
shit like that.
It's some whole ass shit, man. Like I say, it's just it really is wild. And like I say, I fucked with that one little album he had, painting pictures.
The boy is talented. That's why I say he ain't retarded. Yeah. He got to be autistic. You know, autistic people, they're pretty fucking smart, but they ain't all the way there. You know what I'm saying? I got a cousin who's autistic. And this nigga cracks me the fuck up, bro. This nigga's hilarious. Yeah. But you know, he ain't all there. You know what I mean? And that's part of what makes him funny is that he ain't all there.
Yeah, he just kind of got a disconnect. It ain't,
bro.
It ain't all plugged in, man.
He is his own person. That's what I be telling a nigga. His name is Brandon. I tell him, bro, you your own nigga, bro. I swear.
But really is, but that's the thing. And I see Cartier why he said he only said what niggas were thinking, but he should have kept it to himself. Yeah, and that's the deal, man. Like here's the deal. Like if you thinking it and this what's on your mind, it's one thing. But to just air it out and put yourself out there like that is a complete different thing. And that's why I say you just kind of you got to feel the vibe. You got to understand what's really kind of going on around. You got to be able to check your atmosphere. But again, like I say, some niggas just so head first, you know, they don't give a fuck about none of that shit. And that's what makes them who they are. Like you said, they just...
Bro, some niggas, and Kodak is part of the generation that don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck. Yeah. And bro, you sitting there disrespecting a queen, bro, a black woman, bro. And what makes you think that what makes you think Lauren London would want to fuck with you in the first place, nigga? Like look at Nipsey Hussle, the type of nigga he is, and then look at yourself, nigga. Do you honestly think you in the same level? Do you honestly think you on her motherfucking league, bro? Like, come on, bro. Cause just sit down, cuz you over here hollering at Young and May, nigga.
Yeah, like, that nigga out of there, man. Like I say, Kodak might be special needs, but he just
either that or he might just be fooling all of us. He might just be on some amazing troll shit. Like remember 6ix9ine was on some. I'm talking about some god level troll shit. Like I'm talking about was trolling, nigga. Like he was like he had burner accounts and shit. Like this nigga was trolling, but that's just if he's trolling or he being for real or he clout chasing. No matter what it is, man. This shit at the end of that shit disrespectful and I feel like he gonna get dealt with, bro. All these niggas in the rap game, like the fans, it ain't gonna change them. The fans still gonna fuck with him. Like the fans, they love the music. They don't care about this nigga. And I don't mean to disrespect nobody that's autistic, cause like I said, I got family that's autistic. I'm just saying for his. It's the observation that I'm making. I think something ain't right with him. He ain't all the way there. I'm just saying, you know. And I feel like he may be a little, you know, he probably ain't diagnosed. You know, a lot of niggas out there that ain't been diagnosed.
That motherfucker that's smoking that K12. He say what they call that shit. What he call that shit? But he said he talking about he be smoking that fucking that bullshit, that fake weed and shit. And nigga probably
Damn, he said that Kodak done said that before?
Yeah, he said he was fucking
that bullshit?
He was fucking with that fake weed, that shit. Because I know when he was talking about he was in prison, especially, he was talking about smoking that shit. And then, but he called it something else. I forgot the name he called it. And but yeah, he.
That's what's wrong with that nigga. He fried. He done fried his brain. Like one of them little fried ass niggas.
Yeah,
like little pump and shit. Like that nigga, his brain fried too. Like these niggas is fried, bro. Like these little young niggas, these new. What's that other nigga name? Fucking one nigga name, man. Young Dex, that nigga too. That
motherfucker. That motherfucker out of there.
They all look like some damn dope fiends. Future too.
Yeah.
Future over here want to talk about I did this for the community. I've done that too. Like nigga, go sit your ass down, nigga. This ain't no motherfucking Me Too movement.
Yeah,
Me Too, nigga.
But this is what I'm saying. But to capitalize on the points you made, man, I'm talking about these rap niggas. And this is what I said. I talk about it all the time. And I say with celebrities, athletes, because even look at what AB bitch ass was doing today. AB's a mark. Like, it ain't no justifying. AB's a mark. But like these athletes, these celebrities, entertainers, singers, rappers, whatever, these motherfuckers, man, appreciate them for their talent. Don't praise these motherfuckers for this, because these motherfuckers be so bitch made, dog. And this is what I'm saying, like, these motherfuckers are bitch made. Like AB, everybody want to call him the greatest receiver in the fucking league, but as soon as he hop off, he's shitting on Juju, he's shitting on Ben. Ben may be a bitch, that's fine and dandy, but you shitting on Juju.
Ben is a bitch.
Yeah, but Ben and Juju ain't never done nothing to you. But just because he was getting love and he was doing good, he fumbled away the playoffs. Nah, bitch, y'all shouldn't have been in that situation in the first place. Y'all should have never tied the Browns. Like, so that ain't all on one play on Juju, but you took that opportunity to take a shot at him. But like Future, like I said, I like Future music with some old bullshit.
Easy to talk shit.
Yeah, it's like I say, he's talking about, I did this and did that. Yeah, I did this and I did that. Man, okay, well then when you pass on, your legacy will be remembered for what it is. Like, why can't we give this man his due for what he's done right now? And what it is, it's envy, it's ego. It's like they can't stand the fact that all the spotlight is on Nipsey. And this nigga, like I said, it only dropped really one real album as far as everything else. These niggas been dropping out. They just hating the fact that this man is getting all this love, getting all this shine, and they not getting attention in the moment. And they can't deal with that. That's why I say it's a lot of motherfuckers that can't deal with that shit. That fucking shit is a drug. Fame is a drug.
Females, bro. Yeah. Females. That's that attention whore shit, bro. Like, come on now, man. The man is dead. You already know next month or next week or the week after, the shit gonna be totally different. Everybody be talking about something totally, and that's the reality of it. That's what's sad about it. Yeah. Next week or the week after, bro, ain't nobody ever talking about this Nipsey Hussle shit no more. Yeah. They just really not. We're gonna be on to something else, bro. Mm-hmm. You know, as people, that's how we are, bro. And as people, that's how we are. And so we have to cherish. We got to cherish the moment, bro. Because the moments, like the way it used to be back in the day, bro. When something happened, bro, something big happened in our lives, we would sit on it for a while. Mm-hmm. But nowadays, we ain't got time to sit on it no more, man. Mm-hmm. I mean, time is the day we live in, the day and age we live in, man. Time is moving at a quicker rate. It's still the same. We still got the same 24 hours, but it's different though, man. It just time just moves differently. I don't know if you understand where I'm coming from.
No, I got you. I definitely got you.
Is everything is different now because, and what changed that is the spread of information. Mm-hmm. Information is spread so quickly now, so you get everything at literally at the click of a button. You can access all types of information. And so, man, time was just flying. So, nigga, like I said, next week or the week after, we'll be on something totally different. Everybody be talking about Game of Thrones or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, everybody gonna be talking about whether Texas Tech won. You know, everybody. It's just gonna be something totally different to be talking about, man. And you know, living in a now moment, cause this the now generation. You know, the like generation they just care about now. They ain't not worried about tomorrow. You know, they not worried about. They just not worried about the future. They so, you know, focus on now. And that's the millennials. They live in the now, and that can work against you and it can work for you. You know, but yeah, man, this young generation, man, they just gotta learn more respect, man. Respect the OGs, man. Respect the people that came before you, man. Because believe it or not, man, they know way more shit than you do, and it's only logic because they've been here a lot longer than you have.
Exactly.
So that's for the young niggas out there, man.
Yeah. They paved the way for you to have the opportunities to do the foolishness you do now. And again, like I tell motherfuckers, ain't nothing new under the sun. Maybe the technology changed, the clothing may have changed, but the game's still the same. Ain't it ain't changed that damn much. It may be layered, maybe wrapped in something different. It may look a different color or whatever, but shit, it is what it is. Man, you burning something good over there, man?
I'm smoking like a motherfucker, dog.
Man, hit that hoe 2 times for your boy, man. Man, yeah, hit that hoe 2 times for your boy, man.
I got you.
I appreciate that, man. But yeah, man, anything else you want to add before we wrap it up, man?
Nah, man, that's it, man. Like I said, one of these days I share. I gotta live a crazy life, man. So one of these days I share one of these confessions with y'all, man. But for the time being, man, I just leave y'all with that, man. I just have to speak on this Nipsey Hussle shit because it's really deeper than what it looks like. You know what I mean? It really is. So for people that want to graze over it and think that it's that it's just simply black on black crime or not. It's deeper than that. Just look deeper into it. It's a lot of jealousy, a lot of bullshit in it. It's just it's really
Just a couple of things. Like I say, it's a couple of things I've seen that made me kind of look at it a little bit differently. I haven't decided if I want to just really go in on it, but there's some things that I'm looking at that is just making me, look at what's really going on. That's why I was saying
you might need to do a den on speaking on just the conspiracy aspect. I'm not saying that's what it was. Just to let allow people to brainstorm on, because it's a lot of people that got some real interesting takes on it. I ain't gonna lie, because when you think about it, the plaza had a lot of cameras there, and to have footage from across the street don't make no sense to me. It should have been better footage than that. Yeah. It's a lot of interesting takes on it. I would like to believe it with no conspiracy, Tupac type shit or Biggie type shit,
Yeah, like I say, it's a bunch of interesting. Like I said, because I talked to little people from LA and the way they was putting some stuff. Like I said, I don't want people can frame things a certain way, especially if they have a certain intention in mind. But just some of the stuff they said, if factual,
they know better than we do, bro. In LA, they know better than we do because the hood talks. You know what I'm saying? The hood talks. Yeah. They may not talk to the police per se, but the hood, they speak amongst themselves if word gets around.
Yeah. So. They talking about coming together in the truth. I mean, ultimately, if it ends up being something great that comes out of this, awesome. But it's unfortunate, but awesome. But we'll see what happens, man. It'll be very interesting. But that's a bit, man. Man, I appreciate your call there, man.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Take it easy, Honcho.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Let me see what we got going on. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who do we got calling into the den this evening?
What's up? It's AB.
AB, what's the motherfucking deal, man? What you want to drop in the den this evening, man?
I missed the early part of the show, so I missed the confession. But I got on here and drop one in. Already.
Man, I just think, because every time you start talking, I start thinking about some of the old ones, man. And I started laughing. Man, look, why y'all root for this bitch? She loses.
That bitch lost, man.
Already, man. God damn. What you gonna share with the people tonight, man?
All right, man. I say I was in a position to take advantage of this chick. And only reason I did it is because, I remember in high school, she was fine as hell, and I was like, damn, man, I want to fuck. But she was always with someone. She always had a boyfriend. She one of the girls that had a boyfriend throughout the whole high school. They dated the whole, their whole high school time. But I was like, damn, just one time. But the opportunity presented itself, right? And she said she was gonna come over, but she was in a position where she would have to stay. So I'm like, I ain't want to do it, but you know how we think with our small heads.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? You know what I'm saying? like I was traveling a lot, so I was like, you know what? If you need a place to stay, you can stay over here, and you know, until you get on your feet, whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know what was happening, man. Maybe she was on hard times. I don't know, but you know, she had a little girl with her, and she had like a bag of clothes.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn. But my mission was still in effect. You know what I'm saying? I still, man, you know. So I didn't know how I was gonna approach it really, but you know, especially with the little girl and shit. So, but I had a 1-bedroom apartment, you know. So I was like, you know, you can sleep on the couch. I had a big ass couch. Actually, it was my favorite couch ever because I fucked a lot on that couch. But I was like, you can sleep on the couch, you know, and then you know, we'll discuss, you know, things going on. She was talking about how she was looking for work and shit like that. She was trying to get some money together. She was just in a hard spot. And I was like, oh, it's all good. It's all good. But what I didn't expect was, you know how you live alone, man, for so long, and then you forget how to have other people at your shit without that shit affecting you.
Yeah.
So I go to my bathroom, man, and I see like this like ring around the toilet, like on the toilet seat. Like it was a booty print, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, I'm trying to understand how you have a fucking ass print on the toilet seat.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. So my thing is, cause she was, you know, she was a darker girl, but they don't have nothing to do with it. I just think she was just dirty, nigga. Like I think she was just a dirty bitch. Like and I was like, okay, maybe. And I said this. I was thinking this shit in my head. I said, I'm not gonna fuck that bitch today because this bitch dirty. She gonna need to take a couple of showers, get some of this dirt off. You know what I'm saying? Before I even entertain this shit. So later on the week, started to go through the week. I think I even went out of town a couple of days. And so I came back and I said, this bitch should be, you know, a little bit more fresh. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try it. And nigga, my couch. All right, so like I said, that was my favorite couch. My couch, nigga, had like her whole body print. I don't think she moved since I left. Like her whole body print, like you know how the outline chalk with a dead body be. Nigga, I see her whole fucking body print all on my couch, nigga. I was like, what the fuck? Bitch, you ain't leave, you ain't move, you ain't do nothing, take a shit, you ain't do nothing. Just sat in this fucking couch. And so I was like, I smell you, nigga. Like you know how your own house have your smell.
Yeah.
When somebody else there, nigga, it's like, I smell you. It's not my house. I smell your ass. So now I don't even know if I want to fuck this bitch no more. Now I don't give a fuck how she look, right? So I want to sit down and watch TV. Her little girl is like, she wanna watch cartoons, but she was watching cartoons. But you know, when you show her own shit, I ain't give a fuck what they was watching. I just grabbed the remote, changed the channel.
Yeah.
The little girl looked at her mama like, I was watching that. And she was like, hey, you know, well, this is not, you know, your place. I was like, yeah. I said, I want to watch something else.
Yeah.
And so, because at this point, I'm getting irritated. I don't give a fuck about her or her little girl. And so I'm like, I ain't going to get no pussy out this. It don't look like, because I don't think I'm going to want to fucking find out what she smell like in between her legs now. So I was like, yeah, it's time for you to go. So I made up a whole story, right? I talked to my homeboy. I said, hey, how do I get this bitch out of my house? And I invited this bitch to stay. I really don't know how to get her out of here. I said, how I'm gonna do this? And he was like, you did what? I was like, yeah, nigga. I think I was trying to get it too quick, and I saw the opportunity, and I tried to take it, but I went into some simp shit, and I don't really know how to even float with this, and I want to just put her shit out. I'm waiting for her to leave so I can just put her shit out and then change my fucking lock and just do it like that. And he was like, nigga, that's cold, dog. You don't do it like that? I was like, you right. That would be kind of cold. And then she gonna put my name in the street and shit because she on Facebook. So So I'm like, all right, let me do this. So nigga, I came up with a whole goddamn scheme. I start packing my apartment up, right? I got boxes from my job. Cause we had got a whole bunch of shit. We got boxes from my job. I started pulling them into to my apartment. I started packing my shit up. She was like, "What are you doing?" I said, "Hey, I got a job opportunity, and they hired me, but I gotta move right now. So you gotta get your shit and get out of here, cause I gotta move out of this apartment. They gonna even pay my fees to get up out of here." So nigga, for the next 2 days, nigga, I'm just packing up shit. I ain't packed up my whole goddamn apartment, nigga. Just so this bitch can leave. And so I was like, how far do it take that I have to do, for one, to try to get and then to get rid of it? Nigga, I had to pack up. I had to pack shit off the walls. I'm taking nails. I'm trying to sell this shit so hard, dog. I done bought goddamn boxing tape. I'm labeling the fucking boxes. Nigga, I slept on a goddamn air mattress to prove to this bitch that I am actually leaving, dog. And she finally bought the shit because I think she was a little apprehensive. I don't think she believed the nigga. But once I started fucking packing the shit up, I got my homeboy to come over. I said, "Hey, nigga, come over here." And he's like, "You gonna help me pack this shit?" We started having a conversation about it. And she finally started saying, "Okay, well, I'm gonna have to leave." I'm like, "Yeah, you're gonna have to leave today because by tomorrow, I'm gonna be out of here." And so she finally fucking left me. I had to block her on Facebook and block her number in my phone just so she would, if she see me again, I don't know what the fuck to say. I just really, I was like, I won't ever go to that fucking extreme for some goddamn pussy. I really won't.
Whew, man. That's the fucked up part about it. You ain't even get to smell. Like, it went from, okay, thinking about it to not even wanting to now you just got like a whole different burden. Man, yeah, that's tough, babe. To pack up the whole, that's a lot more work than it was worth it. But hey, at least you got her out of there, babe. I don't know, babe.
And look, nigga, you know how motherfuckers don't like to move and shit.
Yeah.
Nigga, my apartment stayed unpacked, nigga, until I left that bitch. Cause I put my bed back together, and I grabbed some of the dishes and shit that I used. But I was like, fuck that shit, nigga. I ain't about to unpack all this shit again. And I was like,
man.
I was like, nigga, I even put like fake posts on the fucking. I was like trying to get rid of some shit, got a quick move going, just so she could see some shit, you know.
This man ironed out all the fucking. Oh my god! Hey, I'm gonna be honest, man. I might have had to been cold blooded because it wasn't like I probably got about, I probably would have tried to sell it, trying to be kosher about it for lack of a better idea. But he probably would have got to the point once the nigga started packing some shit up and it just, man, look, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You gonna have to shake, man. This nigga ain't trying to do all this extra work. I ain't getting no pussy either. And the fucked up thing about it too is just like, maybe it might have been more tolerable, but you can't even have no hoes come through because you got a whole planet in your couch. You know what I'm saying? With her smell in your house, and then plus you got a daughter with it and everything else. So it's like you in a fucked up spot. God damn, man.
And that was actually one of my most active times dating this shit. So yeah. I was real frustrated with her presence. So I was like, yeah, it's time for you to make a move. Like, because she tried to tell me to keep it. Like, she started asking me for my address for her kids to go to school. I was like, nah, bitch, you too comfortable. Because you don't need a address for that. You supposed to be in and out, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, that's my fault, man. I was younger, so I was doing some dumb shit. But, yeah, I couldn't do that. I learned never fucking put myself in jeopardy.
Man, what?
Just to get, and you know what? You gotta get updates. You know how you motherfuckers used to be fine. It's like some nostalgic shit. Yeah, that bitch was fine back in the day. But man, when I actually started looking, I'm like, this bitch ain't that fine no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really, you know what I'm saying? I was giving her too much credit. Like, I was giving her some back in the day credit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when I wanted to fuck this, but But now it's like
You got to update the records,
you
man.
yeah, you gotta update your stat. I had to update the status, man. I was like,
Man, that's
you ain't no more. You was
yeah.
flying back, and this was killed me. I ran to a couple of chicks were back in high school. Where I was like, she was either like a 4.
Bro. Oh man, they already know you, man.
But then that ugly duckling bitch got fine as hell. I'm like, where the fuck that come from? Like you.
Man. It's science. Like how does that happen? It's a science. Like if the chick was lackluster in high school, she gon' bloom. Well, I mean, there's a couple of them that just ain't gonna make. Some of them just fuck, but she gon' bloom when she get up out that thing. But the ones who were stars, who got all the attention, now that's like their peak. And a nigga told me that, man, back he's like, man, look, you better fuck with them while they in high school. The ones who fine and getting attention and all that, you better fuck with them then. Because once they get out of high school, they gonna still have that mentality like they find they're not gonna take care of themselves. They gonna lose, they gonna end up pregnant because there's gonna be too many niggas that's the shot at them and all of that stuff. But the ones who wasn't getting no attention, you know, they gonna be the ones that step their game up and it's gonna last long. Man, I was like, God damn. That shit is a fact. That's like a law of science.
It's a chick. I remember this chick. This was back in I think I was in 8th grade, and her one of my friends came to me. She was like, "Hey, this chick really like you. She wanted, she told me, she got a crush on you, blah blah." And I was like, I remember she was like, "Huh?" I was like, "Hell nah." And she was around the corner listening. Right?
Ooh.
Like doing some sneak shit. And I was like, hell nah, that bitch ugly. And so, to this day, my nigga, this bitch got fine, sexy fine, and she chocolate too, like, goddamn. I don't understand, because back in the day, I was color struck like enough. I only fuck with light skin. I was Jay Dizzling and shit. But I ain't fuck with nobody that was like darker than peanut butter. I didn't do this shit. But this chick, nigga, like Instagram model fine.
Damn.
And then her ugly face morphed into some beautiful shit. I'm like, how the fuck? Did you get surgery, bitch? Like, did you nip tuck your ass just so you wouldn't? But this same bitch though, she hit me up. She hit me up on Facebook and said, I remember the day you said that I was ugly. I was an ugly bitch. And I was like, you held on to that shit all these years just so when you got married and you got fine, you wanted to come tell me? I said, well, I was glad I was able to be an inspiration to you. I ain't, now you feel better in life. I just didn't understand how this was possible. That your ass turned from that shit to some beautiful shit. To a point where I was like, damn, I definitely would knock you out the box. But I had to go ahead and not come in to the den. I had been fucking busy as shit, man. School and working, and then have a side job, and it's been killing me.
Okay, been on the grind though. Okay.
I'm sorry, what you say?
No, I said so. You've been on the grind though.
Hell yeah, man.
Already.
Out here. And the den be late as fuck, so I was as soon as I try to get no sleep, I'll turn it on and end up falling asleep and shit.
Yeah, it'd be like, I damn near be halfway asleep in this motherfucker. I'm trying to get my sleep schedule right and shit.
All right, then. Well, I'm about to go through my damn stuff now, but I wanted to call in since I missed the last couple of them.
All right. But man, I appreciate it, man. I always look forward to the AB stories whenever it's confession time, man. That's definitely what we got to speak on. I appreciate you calling in, man.
All right, later.
All right. Man, that dirty toilet ring, ain't that a motherfucker, man? That's tough. That's super tough. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who do we have calling into the den this evening?
Hello?
Hello. Who do we have calling into the den this evening?
What's up? It's Bretto.
Bretto, what would you like to drop in the den tonight, man?
Yeah, well, I just thought one of those last callers fucking was hella funny, dude. He was all saying how that one chick was in his house and she got shit staining all over his toilet and all that shit. Like, god damn. I would have kicked her the fuck out, bro. I got OCD. You know what I mean? It kind of reminds me of the story of when I was in Reno about 10 years ago. I really wanted to get laid, right? Really badly.
Yeah.
And I went there with my mom, but my mom gambled all night. So I was like, all right. I had a room with her. I was like, I'm going to get laid. I'm going to bring a bitch up. I didn't want to get a whore because I don't mess around with hookers or none of that. But I wanted to get it, but I didn't want to put any effort into it. So I was like, I'm just going to go for like some fat, ugly chick. Like, I don't give a damn. I will pound anything at this point. I'm hella hammered. So I went to the bars, right? And I didn't want to put any effort in even trying to mack it to them. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to say, hey, do you want to have sex? Like, I swear to God. And I was expecting to get slapped or something like that. I didn't get slapped once. I got told a lot, like, no, I'm not that kind of girl. But I didn't get slapped. But I did get one girl that said, yeah. So I was like, all right. And she wasn't bad. She was a little thick, but, I mean, her face was cute. So I took her back up to my apartment or my hotel room. And I know I would have never seen her again, but I still didn't want the thought of knowing, like, I could have got her pregnant because I didn't have any condoms. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to put it in her butt. So like, I decided to do it, and this is so gross, man. This is why it reminds me of that last caller, because, and this is why I wish this guy would have handled it like how I handled this situation. I put it in her butt, and all of a sudden, I can't remember what happened first. I think I smelled something, or no, something slipped down my leg, right? And all of a sudden, I smelled shit. This chick fucking shit on me. She started shitting on me. Got it all over the floor, everything, dude. It just kept on shitting. And I was so fucking pissed off, and this is why I wish this guy would have took my advice to what I did in this situation. I know this sounds fucked up, all right? I know it, and I know it's fucked up. But I tell you, bro, this shit pissed me off because I got OCD. I grabbed her by the head like you do a dog, and I rubbed her head in this shit, and I said, no, bad, you don't do that. That is bad. You know what I mean? But anyway, sorry, that's a whole different story. But I was gonna say, what about the confession thing? That's about this whole. I got something to confess.
Right.
I need to get it off my chest because it's just so creepy and perverted, and I can't really tell people about it. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna say it online. I don't give a shit. Check this out.
All right.
I've been like online dating for a while now, to the point where, once you've been on so long, you can't get off. And it's really easy to get laid. I don't know if you ever tried it, but it is. And some of the chicks there are pretty good. They don't. It's like ugly duckling syndrome. Like they don't know if they're hot. And one of the problems with me is I've gotten like an addiction to it, right?
Yeah.
But the weird, this is the bad part about it. Not the bad part, but the creepy part. My confession is like I bang a lot of chicks on there, but recently what I've been doing a lot, and this is kind of creepy, and I can't really tell anybody about it, but like I've been banging like old like Mexican chicks. Like old, like I know what I mean, dude, like. And that's my confession, because you can't really tell anybody about it, you can't really, it's just kind of a weird...
So you out there banging somebody's abuela. Somebody's grandma out there getting fucked. What started this? What started the fuck with old Mexican chicks, man? How did this?
Well, I've always been into Mexican women or just Hispanic women in general.
Yeah.
And I've kind of always liked older women, but I don't know. It's just easier online.
Yeah.
It's just easier to just talk to some random chick. I call her chicks, whatever. Like I said, it's so easy. I don't know if any of your guests have ever or listeners have ever fucking done it. If you want to get laid, do it. But like it can become an addiction like me. Like I've banged hundreds of chicks because I've been there on there for so long. I kid you not. And if you don't believe me, go on plentyoffish.com, Go on OkCupid.com. Go on Tinder. Don't fucking believe me. Do it, motherfucker. You'll get some too. You know what I mean? Like, you will. Trust me. Trust me, bro.
Yeah, I believe you.
All right? I don't give a fuck what you look like. There's chicks that like ugly dudes and they'll want to bang you. Just like, have you ever looked at an ugly chick and you're like, oh, I'll fuck the shit out of her even though she's ugly? They think the same way. They're human beings, man.
No,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But, you know, I called you the other day when we were talking about life's greatest advice.
Yeah.
It didn't really make too much sense. It was the last call I think you took. And basically what I was trying to say is that the government brings illegal drugs into this country, and they want us addicted to drugs so that we'll be dumbed down and unproductive, so we can't fight against the banks, the oil companies, Federal Reserves, and they don't want us rich. They don't want us powerful because they don't want us to have power like them to where we can change it. That's why they want us addicted to drugs. That's why the government wants us dumb. They don't want us rich. They don't want us powerful because then we will be like them. And that's my world's greatest advice is don't do drugs. Peace out, Honcho. That's all I got, man. Have a good one.
I really appreciate the call, Brito. Man. That was quite a very, very interesting call. Now, we've hit the 2-hour mark. So I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up here in just a second. But that was very interesting. Look, y'all need to check on your abuela. Make sure she is accounted for. I would be in it just for the tacos alone. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got called into the den this evening?
Oh my God, we got a kitty dick motherfucker, man. Oh, look, bro. Fuck. I think if that shit really would have happened to me, I would have never admitted that shit, man. I would keep fucking with you. I would never tell nobody that story. God damn. But I want to tell a story too about the ugly duckling shit.
Okay.
Cause this happened to me too, but it was more indirect than me.
Yeah.
It was probably about a good 7, 8 years after I had graduated high school. One of my classmates, he had just came back to town, and he was he had got into it with I guess his baby mama or whatever. So he just needed a place to kick it until he went and got his own shit.
Yeah.
So I said, yeah, come on through, nigga, stay with me. So about a week into it, he was like, hey, me and Warren and some other niggas, I don't remember their name, but it was niggas I went to school with. He said, hey, man, we gonna go kick it. He said, man, you want to roll? I was like, yeah, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen these niggas in years.
Yeah.
So we went, it's like to this party type shit, right? So we get there, and of course, I'm already feeling like I'm the old nigga there because there's a bunch of young niggas and young bitches there. Yeah. But I wasn't tripping, so I was just kicking it, you know what I'm saying? You know, talking to a few Rizos and talking to my niggas. So, all of a sudden, I remember Warren. Warren was like, this nigga was a fucking clown in school. Like, this nigga was just, he was a goddamn fool. He would talk about people all day long. That's all this nigga did. So this nigga came back to the bar, and he was like, this fucking bitch, man. I can't believe this shit. And we was looking at him like, man, what the fuck wrong with you? He said, man, that bitch slapped me. I was like, what bitch? And he said, that bitch over there in the red dress. And I looked, I was like, damn. I say, huh? He was like, yeah. I say, man, who was that? That nigga say, man, I think I know, but I'm not sure. And I'm like, so wait, hold on, let me get this straight. You got slapped by a bitch that you didn't even know, but she say she know you. He say, man, this bitch said my whole motherfucking name, my first, middle, and last name. How the fuck this bitch know my middle name? Yeah. And so we up here like, man, that shit sounds suspect, bro. You better leave that bitch alone. That bitch probably the feds or some shit. So the whole night, I just kept looking at this bitch, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, it's something about her that seemed familiar, because, like, when I would look at her, she would look back at me, and she would kind of smile, and I'm like, you know, whatever. And then my partner, Anthony, he looked at her, and he was like, is it just me, or is she smiling at both of us? I said, no, nigga, I think she just smiling at me. And he was like, you sure? And I say, well, all right, let me go see.
Yeah.
So I walked over there. And then I was like, hey, how you doing? And she was like, fine. She said, how you? It's been a long time. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. What the fuck? So now I'm looking at her sideways. She say, I already know you don't remember me. And then she told me her name. And I'm like, that name sounds familiar. And then she was like, she kind of put her head down. She said, yeah, you probably remember me by the same name that punk-ass motherfucker used to call me. And then I looked at Warren. And then I looked at her. And then she was like, they used to call me the Beast. Nigga. I say what? She was like, yeah, they used to call me the Beast. She said, I used to wear the nurse's scrubs, and I had a jerry cut. I said, wait, hold up. Hold the fuck up. You the Beast? And then she was like, yeah, I fucking hate that nickname. And I'm like, okay, did you bullshit? Like, come on. She was like, no, I'm serious. So she went in her purse and took out this picture of her high school photo. And she showed it to me, and I'm looking at the picture, and I'm looking at her. I remember the girl at the picture.
Yeah.
I'm looking at her, and I'm like, and then she was like, yes, it's the same person. Because obviously they went through this before.
Yeah.
And I said, hold on. I said, let me borrow this real quick. I'll be right back. So I started laughing, and I walked back to the bar. And Anthony was like, nigga, don't tell me. He said, nigga, what, you got a number or something? I said, I got even better, nigga. I got her picture. And he was like, nigga, how the fuck you get a bitch picture? Like, how does that work? How does that even come up in conversation? I said, bro, you know who she is. And he was like, no. And then the Warren was like, who is it? Who, that's the bitch name. And I said, nigga, it is who you thought she was. And he was like, man, you bullshitting. And I turned that picture over, and them niggas look. They say the Beast. I said, yeah, they say, man, hell no. So by that time she came, she walked over there. And then she was looking at Warren so hard, and the reason that she slapped Warren because he tried to holler at her. When we was in school, this nigga and her damn near got into a fight a few times because he was always fucking with this bitch.
Yeah.
Always. Like every day. It was an everyday thing. He would talk about this bitch. He would cap her whatever she was wearing. He gave that girl hell in high school, and she never forgot that nigga for that.
Nope, no.
So as soon as he tried to holler at her with that smooth shit, she said something, and of course, him being him, he said something fly, and she slapped the shit out that nigga. It's like she been holding that shit for like 7 years. And it was funny to me. So she came back over there, and she started talking to her. She was like, yeah, you was the only one that didn't call me that shit. And I was like, well, I mean, come on, baby girl. I mean, just to be honest. I mean, look at this. And she had braces too, bro.
Yeah. Oh, man.
It was a fucking train wreck. She was real dark skinned.
Yeah.
And she had a fucking jerry curl, and she wore scrubs every day to school. Ain't in no nursing program, but she wore scrubs every day to school, bro.
Tough, babe.
But I'm talking about, man, she had them grew taller.
Yeah.
This bitch had legs like a stallion. This bitch was cute in the face, had long, real natural hair. Wasn't no motherfucking weave, wasn't no wig. That bitch, I mean, she wasn't a 10, but she was a strong 9, my nigga. A strong 9. And I was like, oh, man. I said, now, after I know all the things, I feel bad if I tried to holler at you now. And she was like, nah, I'm good, but it was nice to meet y'all. Y'all take it easy. I was like, man, I just kept looking at Warren, nigga. We capped on this nigga the whole fucking night. And he was sitting there at the bar the whole time drinking like, I can't believe that's the same bitch. He just kept saying the same shit over and over again. And it was crazy. I couldn't believe it either.
Man.
The picture, I couldn't see the resemblance. I'm like, this don't look like you.
She was victorious, nigga. That after all that shit, she won. She suffered through all that shit for that moment. That happened right there. God damn.
And it happened to be him, her number one nemesis. And the nigga used to fuck with this bitch every day. for years in school, and he didn't even recognize because I didn't either. I honestly didn't believe it. But why would she have this bitch picture in her purse? It didn't make sense to me.
No, see, that shit tormented her. She was waiting for that shit. She was hoping some motherfuckers, if she knew that it was going to be kind of a little reunion looking thing, you know, she might. See, that shit is something that probably motivated her to this day, man. But you'll be surprised, man. That's wild. The beast.
Man, she was wearing the fuck out that red dress too. I was like, damn. I see why you went and hollered at her, but that bitch looked like a motherfucking high-priced prostitute, nigga. I went for the fucking that bitch. But hey, it's what it is.
That's fucking
that
wild.
Shit was funny. That was funny.
That's wild in a bitch, man. But motherfuckers be doing that shit, man. That's see exactly 335. That's why you gotta have bullies. If it wasn't for bullies, there'd be a lot of people who didn't develop into their full potential in this life. Goddamn. So you gotta thank a bully.
And on the flip side, the other shit that you was talking about, the baddest chick that was in high school, that nigga smashed her. And he told us about it. He was like, man, he said, man, you know I fucked Tammy? I'm like, no, not Tammy, Tanya. And I'm like, Tammy who? And he was like, yeah, that Tanya. I'm like, nigga, when? The nigga say, man, about a week ago. He said, man, it was so easy. He said, all I did, I walked up on her, asked if she remembered me. She was like, yeah, she gave me a hug. I asked her, you know what I'm saying, what was she doing, lady? He said, man, I got, you know what I'm saying, I got some weed. I got some liquor at the crib. You should come through. And this bitch said, yeah. Bitch came through and everything. Nigga say, nigga, I hit it. And he said, the whole time I was hitting it, I was like, damn, I'm fucking telling you right now. Then he said, after it was over, he was like, damn, nigga, I waited all this time for that. Like, he said it wasn't even all that, bro. He was like, man, he said she wasn't as fine as she used to be. She wasn't as cute as she used to be. He said, I fucked her just because I knew who she was.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Them old memories. Them old memories hold weight. God damn.
It was funny. He hit the gauntlet.
That's fucked up though. That Jerry curl, goddamn. That's what really just iced the cake. Cause I'm just thinking of some old pinky looking shit right now. God damn.
Oh,
man.
she was that dark too. She was dark. This bitch was fucking smut black, nigga. Charcoal black. I mean black. But now she was still chocolate. She wasn't as black as she once was. But man, she was taller. She had to grew up because she was kind of short.
Yeah.
And she wasn't fat, but she was, you know, she was thick. But she didn't have no shape at all. Like she was just a big fucking SpongeBob square bitch. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, she wasn't like that no more.
That's tough, man.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
That's funny though, because I know it was a couple of years back. It's been a minute though. But I remember it was a chick I tried to beat in high school. Had her at the crib and everything. And she was playing some motherfucking games. So I politely escorted her home quickly. You know, after I had a small window, and there was always other opportunities. Like if you finna bullshit, I'm not finna waste away tonight when I know it's some other hype that I can, you know, get with. I go get some old, you know, consistency. Like I was trying to add something new to the repertoire. So anyway, slid her ass to the house, and then I passed through a particular chicken establishment and seen this bro. Oh, hey, what's going on? How you doing? And all this like, man, hey, what's good, man? You got that chicken? All right, cool. It's good to see you. I'm out, man. You know, I ain't even I don't want to have no conversation, no shit like that. But she was being extra friendly, hanging all out the motherfucking drive-through window, damn near in the car and shit. Like, come on, man. Like, you know, when times change, motherfuckers definitely, she fell off too, you know. But it's like, yeah, you got to seize the moment. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be active on both ends. You got to be active in high school, and then what you didn't work with, you don't want to burn no bridges. You know what I'm saying? And then you win on the back end. But yeah, man. So I definitely understand that. That's a tough situation, man. That's a very tough situation. That's fucked up the beast, man. God damn. So y'all youngsters who's still in here listening, look. Y'all better be kosher with them motherfucking, they may look rough, but go ahead, keep it kosher. You ain't got to be harsh. You know, just save your opportunity. You never know what happened on the back end. You know, just save it. But that's a BET, babe. Man, I appreciate you sharing that one. That shit funny to the bitch, though. That's fucking hilarious.
Oh, yeah. But you go ahead, Ian. I'll holler at you later.
I appreciate the call, man.
All All right.
Man, we finna get rid. I think that's ideal to wrap it up, man. oh, Josh, you say you got as crazy as the Josh, and I see, look, y'all call now. Y'all want to call with the confess. Let me see what time it is. Let me see what time it is. I guess we can do one more. Y'all know I can't turn down a good confession. Goddamn it. We go take one. Look, ever since you done got Josh, man, I'm curious as to what's going on in the world. All right, we'll take one more. This will be the last one. We'll wrap it up after this one. Already. That's a BET. We'll do this. We'll take the last one. I got the line back open, so you call in when you're ready, man. The Beast, man, that's funny. That made me think it was a chick that used to call Animal back in high school. She looked like the fucking Muppet Baby. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the den this evening?
What's good, Honcho? It's J-Man.
J-Man, what's the motherfucking deal, man? What you want to drop in the den tonight, man?
So I'm in New York, man, and I'm with my people, and my cousin that I'm with at the time, he's a homosexual dude.
Yeah.
So I'm out there, and like I said, this is when I was up there about to do my sway shit,
yeah.
And he was out there acting as my manager. So he tells me he has some shit going on that he does, where he got he does club promotions. So he tells me you could stay over here while I do this tonight, or whatever. So I said, I'm up here. You supporting me while I'm up here. I'm gonna come support what you guys do. He said, "You sure, man? It's a gay club." I said, "Man, I'm not gay. As long as nobody come at me on no crazy shit, I'm good." So we go to the club. For the most part, having a good time. Nobody being disrespectful, and believe it or not, they got some of the finest hoes I ever seen.
I've heard some shit like that. That's wild.
Right. And they know I'm the only nigga in there that's not gay.
Yeah.
So I'm getting all the play. I'm having a lovely time. So we end up leaving that spot where we was at and going to another spot. We meet this older chick. She a dyke, and apparently she the plug on the nightlife. So she tells us to roll with her. We ain't got to worry about nothing the rest of the night. Get in free everywhere we go. Getting drinks for free. Ends up being a crazy night. Well, long story short, we get to one club and she introduced me to this chick. Bad chick, white girl. Look like a fucking model.
Yeah.
She's like, "Hey, y'all should talk. He's straight, you straight." So we go to the bar. I'm talking to homegirl, and I'm basically about to smash. She talking about, let's go in the bathroom. Wow.
Okay.
So my cousin comes up to me and whispers in my ear, "Hey man, I gotta let you know, I just found out that shorty you talking to is a transgender." I said, "Whoa." I said, "All right, okay." So I turned to homegirl or homeboy or whatever the fuck at this point. I don't know what the fuck. I said, so you used to be a man? She's like, "Yeah, but I had surgery. I'm all the way through my transition." I'm like, man, my mind is blown, Honcho. When I tell you, I'm thinking the whole time I'm about to smash one of the baddest bitches on this planet, and this used to be a whole fucking man, Honcho. So that sealed the deal. I had to say nah to them. But just to tell y'all, I tell this story to tell y'all niggas, y'all better be thorough, because they out here and they will fucking catch you slipping if you ain't ready.
Man. At least your kinfolk was solid enough to give you the heads up, man, because
he was the MVP. He's a real MVP right there.
It could have been
because I'd have possibly never known, Honcho. And she goes, she was still trying to talk me into the shit. She's like, I didn't have sex with several dudes. They tell me, you know, it feel like regular pussy. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Man, matter of
But I'm
fact,
telling you, if he wouldn't have told me shit, I would have never known, bro. She a 10, bro, almost a 20. And it feel crazy to say that shit, but I'm just being real. Just off of looks, I would have never known.
good grief,
They
man.
out here. They out here.
Man, I'm glad you shared that with the folks, because I'm trying to tell y'all, man, look, y'all talk about the neck, they got surgeries for the atoms, there's surgeries for everything now. They got, like you say, man, you got to be careful. Man, I'm glad you shared that with the people, man. I'm glad I took the call, man.
Like, this motherfucker sitting there talking to me, I'm looking, I'm like, hold on, like, you don't even have an Adam's apple no more, like. He's like, yeah, they shaved it off. I'm like, what the fuck? It's real, Honcho. Shaved the whole Adam's apple off. Oh, yeah. She would have got me.
Man.
Or he, whatever. Whatever it was.
They we got to use the right pronouns these days, otherwise they're going to say, man, that's wild. But, hey, look, at least you found out before it was too late, so you escaped the fate, but that's tough.
I don't know how I would have felt if I wouldn't have found out and I would have found out after. I'd have been so conflicted, Honcho.
Man. But that's what I'm saying though. Like the thing is, like it should be a law like that. You should have to
tell you.
Yeah, like fuck all
you
that.
Better ask these bitches. You better ask these bitches for a third grade picture now.
Shit, these motherfucking parents nowadays trying to change them as kids now. So shit, you know, you look.
Real, yeah, you right.
Man,
you better. Let me see your birth certificate.
yeah, man. Look, you gonna say if you go back to NY and you see your cousin there, you gonna have to tell him you gonna have to set up a square. You are gonna have to catch a square with the dyke, man, because he's gonna hit you with the okie doke. Dyke tried to ruin your whole demeanor, man. She tried to set you up. That's fucked up. You ain't lying, Professor Trill. She did. She really tried to set you up. She knew what the play was. I mean, so I don't know, man. That's wild. That's wild, man.
Yeah, that's the thing. The dyke chick knew. The dyke chick knew the whole time. She ended up telling my cousin.
Yeah.
At some point while they was talking.
Yeah. See, but
I'm
that's,
like, oh, man.
But
see, they world, they look at that shit totally different.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So to them, it's cool, it's okay, but it's really not. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of the shit that goes on these days. But you gotta, just because it's okay to you, it's important to the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just say, well, I feel this way, so other people. No, and that's what people got to realize. Like, motherfuckers don't think, feel, or act the way you do. That's why, like, all these activists and these things that go on, I understand how they feel, but it's not what that is, man. So
exactly, that's how I feel. I feel thinking. I was like, look, man, I'm from the South. Like, it's other niggas from the South that would have fucking blew your brains out for that dumb shit.
Yeah, you would have got hid somewhere. You know, if you would have been in a different environment, or if you were the unfamiliar party or whatever, it might have been a different outcome. But yeah, that's wild, man.
Right. But they see it like it went through its transition of, well, she a straight female. That's but yeah, it's some wild shit, Honcho.
Yeah.
But that's my call, man. That's my confession, y'all. Y'all keep y'all antennas up.
That's a bet, man. Appreciate the call, man.
That's a bet.
Already. Man, see, look. I'm glad I did take that call, man. Man, look, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And the thing about it is, yeah, I'm saying AP just posted that video where he was talking about the shit where how they get the surgeries and shit now. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker can flip it inside out. That whole process, fuck that. That shit there is tough, bro. That shit is too tough. It's wild. Like, the fucked up thing about it, now that I'm really just thinking about the story though, right? Like now that I'm sitting here thinking about this shit, right? So he was talking about, he was at the gay club, all the hoes in the gay club was fun. What if they were all trannies? What if like the whole club was trannies? Because here's the thing, and I don't fuck with clubs like that really anyway. You know, a hole in the wall bar type situation may be more my deal, but I don't really do that too much either. But it would be, I don't know, man. I don't think I could do the gay club. But I understand, you know, supporting your kinfolk, your family, you know, they looking out for you, you know, you out there with them. You don't want to just be sitting in the house doing all that other shit. Actually, it's just, man, it would be tough for me to make the, I feel like I'm finna fuck everything up. What the fuck you looking at? You know, you done passed the time. Like we must be about to fight in this bitch, because ain't no other reason to be looking at a nigga like that. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just, now after what you said, I'm sketchy about everything. Like it just, it's a crazy world we're living in, man, and it's only gonna get crazier. I'm glad you survived unscathed, man. Not all of them. I'm talking shit. I know not all of them could have been, but yeah, that's tough, man. But here's the deal. If we get ready to wind it up, man. Yeah, that's not my bag, man. It's like what's that meme? You have no power here. Yeah, you don't want to go to that motherfucker. That's not the bag for me. I'm chill. It was something else I wanted to say. I may have a good confession for next week, because Brito called in talking about the Reno thing. Very interesting. Yeah, you know, case of the shit dicks. That's something you don't want to deal with. But no, it's not about having no shitty dick. But it just made me think, because I want to say I must have told that story on Mixer. I think I told the story on Mixer. But I may share it with the rest of y'all. I got to be careful, because if we live in this day and age of Me Too's and all this other stuff, I don't want no motherfucker trying to say, "Oh, Honcho, you're a Me Tooer." I did not. I did not encourage any of these advances, and I have witnesses. So it is what it is. We'll talk about it. I'll talk about it for next time. I'll say that as one for next time. I think that's on the brink of acceptable. It's probably borderline acceptable, but you can say the Divergent. I haven't seen Divergent. I have to check that out. Man, it's just, well, I think all in all, even though none of the ladies want to call in, you know, y'all be acting all funny lately, like y'all don't want to tell no stories, but it's all good. We still love y'all. We ready to wind it up. We're gonna be back at it tomorrow. I gotta get some proper resties, because like I said, I'm gonna start dropping a lot more content tomorrow, and we're gonna definitely propel the future of the den. And I just encourage you guys to stay with me, enjoy this journey. We got a lot of things to do. We got a lot of places to go. The den is finna grow, and I know a lot of y'all are like, "Well, God damn it, you do more den than you do the damn sauce." Understand this, all right? I figured out what must be and why. And, you know, I told y'all about the journey and the goal and everything else. But just being realistic and really thinking about it, you know, I share with y'all my thoughts, because honestly, if I put forth the effort, there's nothing that can stop that. I understand the demographic of sauce sports and everything that goes on with that, and how that is leveraged out via the sports teams and everything else. Honestly, again, like I said, the den is more consistent. It's just the numbers are smaller, but even with smaller numbers, it's almost more powerful in the sense of, you know, why people come, the consistency and the things of that nature. So I know that I have to put more work in the den, because the den can grow. And this is something I said a long time ago, but I just, again, like I said, when I took the days off and some other things, just really thinking of the blueprint and what I got to do. The den could grow infinitely larger than sauce sports. It's not ultimately, though, about growth in numbers with me. That's not my real aim. My real aim is to create a real conversation. You know what I'm saying? And I agree, the den way be way louder. It'll be some calls that come through the sauce that set it off, but the den just overall, because I guess of the subject matter and the variety of conversations, it's good. Like the other day with the best advice den, it was a great den. It was just great to hear people, you know, share what they thought. I mean, all that advice was great, you know, and like I say, as of late, all I can do in the sauce is complain because the goddamn Texans don't do shit. But the thing is, yeah, I think it's more individual in the den. In the sauce is either you agree or not agree, but it's like either you hate with the moves that are being made or you love the moves that are being made. And it's much more. It's just kind of, it is what it is. But what I'm saying is, the sauce is what got me started, what got me understanding how this thing works. And then I love the sauce, but it has to grow in a different manner, you know. It has to grow in a different manner. But I think the den ultimately is where I have to put in the work, and the sauce would probably end up being supported by the den. How to get in touch with me? Man, like I said, you can, the best way to reach me probably is via Twitter. I mean, you can call or you can text the Denline, but the best way to get me is probably via Twitter and my personal Twitter, Instagram. My personal Twitter, Instagram at HonchoHTX. Y'all type in the thing, because I check those probably more than anything. I barely, like, honestly, like, I don't even keep my phone on me a lot of times. Like, I'll leave my phone here in the garage or, you know, wherever. Maybe I don't even keep it on me like that. On a business tip, yeah, hit me there. That's the best way. If you want to shop it up on some business stuff, yeah, that's the best way to do it. But as far as growth and things like that, I said the den is infinitely more possibilities. And I'm gonna be honest, you know, and I don't want to make it's not an ego thing. It's not any of that. It might be, I don't know, but I don't think it is. Just with the sauce, a lot of stuff is out of control, man. A lot of stuff is out of control, man. Or out of my control. And what I mean by that is, if the Texans don't do shit, you know, people ain't really caring. You know, you can have the conversation. Those who are loyal, they gonna chop it up. Yeah, they gonna be there, but they don't really care. The den has a variety of topics, and generally, you know, of course, celebrity topics are gonna bring in some new eyes and stuff like that, but generally have a good core here, and the conversation is always good. But as far as the sauce and how it grows and things, like I said, I honestly, because I look at that Jesse video and just the way that shit blew up in a week's time, just the numbers, like the sauce ain't never done nothing like that. Even with some of the best stories, even with some of the good shit, bad shit, whatever's going on. But again, part of that is me and the timeliness of the videos and stuff like that. So I'm not saying that I'm going to give up on the sauce. It's not the case. What I am saying though is that I have to do more for the den. I don't think I still give the den enough love. So that's just kind of where I'm at. I mean, I'll be answering them. It might take me a couple of minutes, but I'm gonna answer them shits. Yeah, we're still gonna do the digital draft party this year. So we will have the draft streams. We will have that going. And everything like that. But all I'm just saying is that I'm gonna put work into the sauce, but I'm gonna put a lot more. I'm gonna start giving the den a lot more love too, and I'm gonna get that den podcast going. Probably, like, you know, try to do maybe at least 2 or 3 times a week, maybe like 15, 20-minute episodes and stuff like that. So I'll be posting those links and stuff on the channel page and all that stuff. Man, let me get up out of here. I appreciate y'all for coming through. I know y'all don't want to hear me rambling on. I thank y'all, man. I thank y'all for all the calls. I thank y'all for holding down the chat, because it definitely go down in the chat. I just appreciate y'all for supporting. I appreciate y'all for joining me on this journey and allowing me to be your host each and every night. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Same den time, same den channel. With that being said, hey, man, look, Jack, y'all ain't got to go home. Okay, you ain't got to go home. But you got to get the fuck up out of here, man. It's lunchable, baby. What y'all doing? Remember, the den tip of the day. Go to Nebraska, Utah, or South Dakota if you have a snow bunny fetish.